They say quality always rises to the top. Must have been talking about me in Battlefield. Because, guys, I don't drop below the top 5. Welcome, everybody. Welcome along to today's stream after a long time. It's beginning more often than I was saying that. But hey, life catches up with you, and you just gotta play along. How are you guys? I hope all of you are doing well. Right now, what better way to commemorate this first stream in a while than to play something that I wanted to play for a while and think, is it back to its some semblance of dignity? And I thought I'd just play some Battlefield 2042. We have a bunch of guys coming on later, so let's see if we're gonna be sticking with Battlefield to the end. But in the meantime, I wanted to get a few games in. I wanted to have a smooth Battlefield experience because I want to see this game and this franchise make a return. I don't know if it's gonna do well today, but too much talking. I agree. If you're saying that, I agree wholeheartedly. That's why we're already in the game. Because, guys, I'm not wasting any time here. So, right off the bat, let me notice one thing. There's no server browser in the All Out Warfare section. So if I go here, All Out Warfare, nothing. That's good. Ironically. Sarcastically. So let's just go ahead and click play. Let's see what happens. So, I know a couple of guys that are attending. They're in the audience. I mean, I see you guys back there. I don't see you guys back there. You guys make it a fun time. Fun time, eh? So let me just say that I've been trying to stream on Twitch and it's been garbage. Like garbage tier. For some reason, the server qualities are so bad that literally it can't hold a 4000 connection. It literally cannot do that. So, and I feel like I'm better off on YouTube anyway, because here I can stream up to 8000 quality kbps. So yeah, I just feel like this is the place to be, streaming wise. Everything else to me just seems totally run down for now. Twitch, I don't know what the deal is. Do I have to clear my cache? Do I have to do something? I don't know. It's something that I need to look into. Mainly because most of whoever follows me, that is, they're on Twitch. Maybe it's worth sticking it out on YouTube. That's a decision for the future. Decision to ponder upon and take in a calculated fashion. But as far as this game goes, this is the new map that I've heard of. Blackridge, Canada. Okay. It's quite hot, so can get sweaty. Not just for gaming reasons. How is everyone doing? I think everyone must be having a pretty good time, eh? Being a Guantanamera, huh? Oh dear, I'm by myself. Am I? I'm by my onesie? No, screw that. See, that's another part. I tried playing this game off stream a bit. I fired it up and then I tried to find a game. Always throwing me into empty lobbies where I find no games, nothing. Like, I'm just by myself in this huge lobby of 128 players. So I'm gonna try the server browser now and see if I can join something worth sticking out on, or sticking out for. This game, what has happened to this franchise? This franchise has had such a hard time What do I even say? What do I even say, chat? It's been such a rough ride for this franchise the past couple of years. It really has been. And I mean, I don't understand this game decision. Battlefield 4 or anything else, which we might jump into. Who knows? If we want a Battlefield experience, we have tons of games to explore. We have Squad, we have Insurgency, we have no shortage of options there. But when it comes to like server browsers in Battlefield 4, I remember a server browser right in your face right here. It's one of the first things in the menu that it presented. Where is it here? It's not even here. If you want the server browser, you gotta go here, and then you gotta go browse. And that to me is just dumb. Just straight up dumb. Like, are you serious? Alright, what's this? Okay, I think we're joining it. Boost EXP, ammo, EMP, pick, plus row, kill equals ban. Alright, these guys are just level farming. Does anyone play this game legit? Or is it just level farming and bot farming? So if you get kills, you're banned. Essentially. If you play the game, you're banned. I don't know. Baffling. Very, very baffling. And the problem is if you try to find an official DICE server or an official EA server, it's just gonna spit you back out and put you into an empty server where you literally have nobody playing. So, it is what it is. Oh, I feel energetic and good today. Been a while since I streamed, so I feel like that there's that sort of freshness, newness, but novelty to, you know, being back hitting the live. So yeah, can't wait to get some gaming done. Want to get some solid gaming, but it appears this game I want to make it happen. Right, hey, let's take a look. Anyone got kills? Oh my god. Getting kills here. Let's take a look what's happening. I want to know what's happening here. I want to see what's going on. Oh! You don't even have a weapon. Right. Leave game. What the heck is that experience? What the heck even is that? That's just so random. I don't even know what to say. Got this new doc playlist on. Not gonna lie, it's got some banging tunes on it. I was thinking of further stream improvements that I can do. Maybe put a camera here that I can switch back and forth in between. Because I find myself a lot of the time facing this monitor here because it's got all my OBS and everything on here. So I find myself looking at that more. I mean, what even is this? 2 out of 4. What even is that, man? Seriously. Search region North America. Let's go. What we got? Old school conquest. Soldier modifiers, damage modifiers. No, I don't want to play hardcore. Let's try Europe. This guy's got 2 servers running at the same time. Interesting. Max or faster leveling up. Level up for what? What's there in this game to level up for? Yeah. I'm running out of patience already. Experience name, let's go.
Zombie carnage. Tags. Play. Okay. I always thought it was a red flag whenever they said, oh, there's actually no fixed servers. It's just whenever you click make one, it gets made. Make a harbor, conquest, quick kills. $300 ping. Do I join this? It's a 300 ping server. I get kicked. Hardcore, eh? I don't understand why people play Battlefield games for hardcore experiences. It's literally not made for a hardcore experience. Chaos. Hardcore, let me guess. Infantry focus. Alright, let's try and join this match. Here we go. Come on. Let's find a server. Nice 48 player game. I always think 48 players in a server are more appropriate than 120 players. At least it's not much overcrowding. That's what I like to see, man. That's what I like to see. No Shark Canal, good map. One of my favorites in BF3. One of the few actually good rush maps that they made, because they actually like thought about, or at least put some effort into thinking about each base. Other maps were just linear, like okay, let's just make it a straight line and do like minimal effort. So it always felt like you're playing some kind of conquest or the other. But in this map and a few others, like I think Karkan and a couple of others, there is one, like the main Harg Island. That's the one. It felt like, you know, there's some element of thought into why they're doing this and how they're doing it. So I always enjoyed those. Those rush servers. Let's go. Okay.
Attack each sector, destroy the objectives, and push them back.
First off, straight up dead. I mean, if you guys can hear the game.
Sector is secure. Both objectives have been destroyed.
I remember this. There's still that lag. There's still that bit of rubber banding. It's still rubber band a bit. Oh, okay, go there.
You must return to the combat area. Sector secure. Charlie Mike, move up.
Alright. I'm not sure if my sense is too high, or maybe I was playing this game and I was freaking cracked. Oh dear. Sorry. I remember. I forgot that I could just spam shots. I wonder how they even got there. Am I seriously stuck on this rock? I guess I am.
Charges set. Guard until they blow.
Marco, set! You've got far to go!
The enemy has disarmed our explosives.
Can't see shit. Too much smoke. death trap.
Explosives armed. Shoot any tango who gets near them.
Wow, look at these guys.
Charges have been disabled by the enemy.
You stay alone!
Wow, I can't even get a kill. 2 assists already. Parachuting, he's in combat, he's dead. I think that Osprey got taken down. All spawned on me, that's good, that's good. Let's do this.
Charges claimed. Make sure they detonate.
Gotcha! Good kill.
They disabled our charges.
Not sure if I'm a huge fan of all this side changing. Protecting the flank.
Charges set. Got them till they blow.
Reloading weapon!
Friendlies have destroyed objective Alpha.
Oh, at least I got one guy. You can get me up, you can get me up, you can get me up. Going to? Who's this guy near me? Nearby medics. 20 meters. 15 meters. Oh shit. How many health shots do I have? Oh my god, how many bullets? How many bullets does it take? Resume. Wow. These many guns, that's it? Let's try the AK. Remember the AK was quite garbage when the game was in beta. Oh fuck. Okay, spamming explosive. Spamming explosividad, spamming. Okay, can spawn on him, can spawn on him. Spawn there. Other side still got with this bad boy. Orange one. this rubber banding? It's rubber banding so much.
Shoot any tango who gets near him.
Oh yeah, of course, hovercraft.
I need to reload.
Yeah, we got it. Ladies and gentlemen,
That's it. It's
we
over.
got him.
We've beaten them. Solid effort.
Not a solid, return. Not a bad effort. Equips. Hey, that's Michael Kenneth Williams. I got 4 kills. This guy got 14 headshots. This guy got 6 shotgun kills. In a map like this, where would you find those? Continue. This must be the new operator. Maybe I'm wrong. Battle pass progression. Combat, intel ribbon, skills with gadgets. I don't know, man. I thought they would have a lot more content than this. Only 2 ARs, 1 SMG still, and what is it? 2 snipers? Maybe I just haven't unlocked the other ones. But I don't think I recall seeing more than, what, 3 ARs? Maybe 4? Like, that's pretty sad. It's pretty sad, if that's the case. Because I would have expected them to have a bit more than that, not gonna lie. 3 ARs is pathetic, man. 4 ARs is pathetic. Isn't this game season 2 gonna come out soon? I think it's supposed to. Baffling. I don't know. AAA studio, all that shit, and they're stuck here. No attack helis. I like that. I like that. Infantry focus. I like that again. Let me know what other games do you guys think I should be playing. I feel like I should go back to Siege, but I don't know, man. Just that game just doesn't seem like it's going anywhere good. It's just so difficult to get into it again after all the shit that happens.
Explosives armed. Shoot any tango who gets near him.
Oh, already. Okay, what other sites can I implement? Ghost 1.5. Okay, how do I get this? Can't? Sorry, Alright, I've already got it equipped. Okay. Flashlight. Let's try this AK out. Wow, the whole server's been gutted.
Both objectives taken out. We control the sector. Attack each sector, destroy the objectives, and push them back.
Clear that objective.
Can I change my squad? Wow. That's rubber banding. That's rubber banding. Oh, is this warm up?
We're clear. Move up to the next sector.
It's not warm up. It's the actual game. Alright. Nobody with me. I don't know how to change my squad. Terrain. Let me just take a look at it. Yeah, I don't know. This is like a death trap. Where are you gonna sit and have cover here?
Charges planted. Make sure they detonate. Explosives armed. Shoot any tango who gets near them.
Yeah, I think I get the picture. I don't think I need a live tutorial about that.
I'm reloading!
For some reason, this thing feels like it's got a higher magnification than the other, even though the other has got
We've destroyed objective.
the higher magnification. You know what I mean? For some reason, I feel like the 1.5 time is more zoomed in,
Objectives have been destroyed.
and that the 2.5 time is the more withdrawn one.
We're hit! Broadside!
Area secure. Advance to the next sector.
Where'd you go?
Charges set. Got him till they blow.
Am I gonna make this one? No, I'm not. Oh. Gotta run all the way up.
Friendlies have taken out objective Bravo.
Stuck.
Snowpack, return to the fight.
I'm stuck.
Charges planted. Make sure they detonate.
Gotta go through the other side. Hit 'em up through the other side. See what I mean? See what I mean? This looks less magnified than this. Even though that is just 1.5. Wait, is it? Because... Okay. That's cool.
That's it. It's over. We've beaten them. Solid effort.
That's it? 2 bases? Great game. I mean, I don't know, that was flawless. How about you guys? Game of the year material, right, guys, right here. Game of the year. Like, I don't know, people have been saying Elden Ring, people have been saying all kinds of things. Let's get them all out of here. One second, guys. Guys are looking at this map down here. Where do you think Singapore is on this map? Do you think Singapore is going to be on the far east? Maybe near Indonesia, maybe near Malaysia, something to do with those, near Australia? Or do you guys think Singapore is in Brazil? Because that's where the map is pointing at. This game. Utterly baffling. In fact, I'm going to take a picture of that on my phone. And I'm going to take a picture.
They've planted explosives.
Amazing.
We've disabled the enemy's explosives.
Who disabled the enemy's explosives? I don't know if this is also
The enemy will
too.
try to push us back sector by sector
I
and
don't know if this
destroy
is
our
also a
objectives.
too
Hold and defend.
base deal. Rubber banding like crazy. Why? Turn music off. Let's turn this. So I was wrong about that. This thing has a 4x magnification. That's why it felt more zoomed in, which I had no idea. Thank God I don't take fall damage from that, because in Battlefield 3, sorry 4, you take fall damage from even that. Up top. Oh yes, killed one, but the other got me. Don't have a squad. How do I join a squad? Oh, I can't join a squad. Nice. 10 out of 10 game. 10 out of 10 game. He's gonna get armed. Those guys are sitting up on top of the out here. Rubber banding all over the place. Good shot. Good shot. Fair enough. Should reduce my thing by a tad, my sensitivity. 6v5. Alright. Yeah, look at this game. Big ass map, 6v5. Alright, yeah. Let's do this. 2.5 time. Let's take a look at this.
I'm reloading!
I don't see anybody else. We're on these platforms. Here, on this platform. I wonder. Lagging all over the place. What the heck is that? Okay. Thought I was seeing things. Weird things. Stranger things. Come on guys, where y'all bitches at?
Enemy forces have set explosive charges.
There we go. Aww. Aww. Okay, could've just easily disarmed it. don't have a squad mate whatsoever. 5v5. We're playing Siege, boys. We're playing Siege in Battlefield. What is this rubber banding, dude? Seriously, look at this. Oh yeah, he called on hovercraft. Yeah, good play. The right play. Car.
The enemy has armed their explosives.
This game is hopeless.
One of us is down!
Enemy forces have destroyed Alpha objective. They've planted explosives. Enemy charges have been secured.
Oh, we're up. Oh. I think this actually might be worse for them, because now this will mean
Tracking enemy
that
helo! Northeast!
we're more concentrated on one objective, which makes it easier to defend.
No fave. Return to the engagement.
Or I could be just talking out of my oh, run off like a little bitch.
Marker,
Guy
set.
here.
We've got far to go.
Ooh, behind us. They flank? Good. Here we go, another Osprey.
Enemy helo airborne! 180 degrees! Long range!
Long range is right, bitch.
Cancel that! Eyes up! I'm reloading!
Enemy forces have set
Wow.
explosive charges.
I flew miles off. I didn't expect that Rambo dive, but fair play. They did it.
We've disabled the enemy's explosives.
Here he comes.
Set of defenses here!
It's coming. Poor man. Got quite demolished. Second, he came down.
Marking threat! 190
That.
degrees! Around 70 meters from my position!
Давай. That sniper guy loves to sit up there. I like how I'm taking this so seriously even though it's 5v5 and such a massive map.
Got one! Danger sighted! South! You needed us! Front, rotated!
Is this game spasming out? Like what's going on here?
Tango It's close to me.
Hip fire in this game is quite good, quite satisfying. There are elements of this game that are good. Gunplay is actually quite fun. But nothing much beyond that. How did they get there? Not sure.
Target is down.
Where are you going, man?
One moment. Reloading. Threat neutralized.
Have to appreciate the effort they're making.
Marking threat. 240 degrees. 50 meters away from my position.
Alright, this game is a fucking wash. Massive wash. Oh, guys, what do I even say? This is the standard of this game. How sad. Okay. Diamond back? There you go, look at that shit, eh? DMR 7. Muzzle brake, 1.5 time. LWG grip. Everything that I do not care about, because this game is fucking terrible. 16v16 rush, let's go. Let's see if this works. Let's give this game one more shot. One more. Let's see if this works. If it throws me into an empty server, gonna quit and move on to something else. Boots on the ground. Boots on the ground. Actually, you know what? I'm actually curious. Let me just Google where this Brani Island is. Because if it is in Brazil, I'm gonna look like a complete dumbo. Here we go. Brani. Oh. Lamau. This a marine? Sorry, a dock? It looks like it.
They've planted explosives.
Wow, okay.
We've lost
They got that
objective.
very, very wrong.
Both objectives
This.
have fallen. Fall back.
Actually, I'm just gonna post this to Instagram real quick. My caption will be quick geography quiz. Inspired by the game of the year, Battlefield 2042. Alright, here we go. Where is Brawny Island? More so. More so. Or no, where's Brawny Island, Singapore, located? Question mark. A. The Far East. B. Somewhere in Asia. Or C. Literally fucking Brazil. Or no, I used to do Brazil. Lamau. Okay. Posting. This is gonna be so funny. Posting. Okay. There you go. How do I do this? Let me just. I think I should just be like, do a blank caption. Yeah, I think a blank picture. Blank picture would be cool. Okay, let's do this. This. What? What was that? Now I need a good selfie to try and say like, no you idiots, it's actually Brazil. Gotta name and shame Battlefield wherever you can, cause honestly, that shows you the level of
Effort they put into this game was the bare minimum. Bare minimum. They didn't look at anything. I mean, not saying bare minimum in your like job is a bad thing. I mean, at least get the bare minimum done. You know, do the bare minimum by all means. But it's like you don't even do the bare minimum because how do you not know where Brownie Island is? I mean, you put it in the game. You clearly wanted to. You clearly wanted to have it in your game. So how do you not know where it is? Like, it should be at least get the ping right in the map. Like, you could make a great game. I get it. You've screwed up the whole design, the direction of everything. You screwed it up. I get it. But this, coupled with the lack of a server browser, coupled with, you know, the lack of a scoreboard. I mean, like, what were you playing at? Like, where are these basic things? At least if you can't achieve the advanced, at least try to do the basics right. Like, seriously. At least try, you know? Like, okay, if you even screw up, fine. Like, it happens. You know, we're human beings. Like, things happen. But at least try, you know? Like, chances are if you try, you will succeed. I mean, you might try and have a certain odds of succeeding. At least that's better than not trying and be certain of not succeeding. You know what I mean? It's baffling. It's just so baffling how they just didn't even like look at that. It literally says Singapore. It literally says Singapore, and you put the ping on Brazil. How? What world is Brazil Singapore or Singapore Brazil? Like, one is literally one of the smallest countries in the world, and Brazil is one of the largest countries in the world. Maybe, I don't know what, fifth largest, sixth largest by surface area. Oh, just don't get it. I don't get it. How on earth they screwed up that much? I don't even know. It's beyond words. Really, it's beyond words. It's a case study. Definitely a case study in epic. How do I even put it? It's just an epic shit show.
Still, I definitely would have.
Hamad.
Yes, sir.
Hamad, you want to play something?
I'm still cooking, my friend, but I'm almost
Cooking?
Cooking. Yeah, buddy.
Oh man.
Like to
Okay,
cook,
what do you want to
man?
play? What do you want to play when you get on?
I don't think my super people is updated. I think I paused the update. Do you want me to go? You want me to go start the update and finish
It's
it?
up
We
to
can
you,
play
man.
Super people.
It's up to you.
Well, no, you tell me. What do you want to play?
You want to play Valorant? You want to play Super People? It's up to you.
Well, Valorant, you'll need to update because the new season just came out. So if you want to play Valorant, I'm down for that. I want to try out the new season. I've heard tell of a new gun, which is very interesting. I don't know if it's true. I think it might have just been clickbait. But
Big
you know,
Clate.
have you started your production?
Yes. I've been live for about an hour now.
Oh, very nice. Playing some Battlefield?
Tried. I really tried.
Oh, you couldn't get a game?
No, I got a game, and it was
Did it go well?
just check my Instagram story. It'll tell you how it just went.
Alright, I'll check it after I'm done cooking.
You cook that shit, baby. Squad. I mean, what do I play now? I mean, we have Squad. We have Ready
PUBG.
or Not.
Play some Siege. Play some Siege. Do some solo Siege. Solo ranked Siege? That's the grind, daddy.
I need to feel that fire for Siege, you know what I mean? That fire has to be there.
There's a new operator coming out.
You gotta force it sometime.
Guess what the operator's power is, Tadic? Well, you're never gonna guess. He has a rocket launcher that fires like nano swarms, and like as people walk through the nano swarm, it marks them. But it's this massive shoulder-mounted. It's a shoulder-mounted rocket launcher, but instead of firing rockets, it's like a swarm of like nanobots.
I don't know how to feel about that.
I know.
And the nanobots mark you.
Yeah. It's like it they shoot it shoots like a swarm of nanobots, and like the nanobots they don't like home after you like a homing missile, but they cover a hallway as an example, right? And like think about like it's like a
you can basically shoot it into a room in a specific area, and then people will be marked that are in that area.
Yeah.
It's like a localized alliance fan, if you will.
Yeah, exactly.
I again don't know how to feel about that. I mean, let's try some Insurgency Sandstorm. I mean, the last time I played this game, I got kicked. But let's take a look if it actually works this time. But yeah, I don't know how to feel about that. Like
Sandstorm.
This game is going too far for its own good. Siege, it's going too far.
Well, they're running out of ideas. They're running out of like.
They ran out of ideas a long time ago.
Yeah,
a long time ago.
But even the powers are getting ridiculous. Like think about it.
The Phoenix wall that they got for
that was
operators Sands is just fucking. I mean, the fact that they didn't render it in 1080p is enough.
Yeah.
What, the wall?
But yeah.
You ever seen that wall deployed in game?
Yeah, I noticed it did look a bit like flaky and like chafy.
Yeah,
bro.
It
looks like
and 64. I played that. I saw the texture on Legend of Zelda Ocarina.
What was that, like the Dreamcast, Sega frickin' Genesis
Sega
or something?
Mega Drive, bro. Sega Mega Drive.
I don't know. Like, well, and they recognized that Thatcher was getting banned at least like 95% of the time in that graph. So they were like, we need to sort of figure out how do we battle that. So they said, okay, we'll give everyone EMP nades. Yeah. It's like.
So, what's so good about Thatcher? It's part of the new season. So you know how
it's basically a Thatcher.
All the not all of them, but some of the attacking operators have that breaching charge now, the hard breaching charge. Now a selection of the attacking operators also have that EMP grenade. So it's probably not going to be as effective as a Thatcher's, but it will basically accomplish the same thing as a Thatcher grenade.
I believe it or not, I actually like that. I think that's a good addition to the game.
It just makes Kali completely useless.
I'm okay with that as well. Fuck Kali.
Yeah, who cares about Kali?
Yeah, but you made the operator. You like.
Oh yeah.
Now what?
They made Kali and they did.
Imagine a guy who bought skins for Kali. Like imagine a guy who actually put money into playing or actually likes playing her. Now what? What happens to him?
Sucks for him.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I know, but it's just dumb, right? You remember when we said the same thing?
The thing is, this is what Siege does. Siege creates its own problems.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. But do you remember when Clash was this broken, and then we're like saying, oh, let's like cancel Clash and throw her out of the game and all that stuff, cancel Blackbeard. They're like, oh, but what about guys who bought stuff for Blackbeard? And when we say, hey, sucks for that guy, might as well go play somebody else. No, we can't just. They were like, no, we can't just abandon operators. We have to salvage them and this and that. Now you just dumped your Kali by the wayside. Now how are you gonna salvage them?
Maybe they'll salvage her later.
Yeah, how? Her whole character is based around the sniper rifle, which is freaking terrible.
League of Legends has a very interesting methodology of balancing their what do you call it? I don't know what they're called in that game. Legends, I think, or heroes, I think. Yeah. Anyways, because there's literally, I think there's over like 100 characters that you can play as, right? And the devs just say, yeah, there's a contingent of the characters that are just not competitively viable. they suck. We're not going to try and make them better. This is what they are, and like the point is not that they're saying that so the methodology is like, it's not that they're giving up on like balancing, but it's just that the game has advanced to such a point where if they like trying to balance this character will only like lead to other issues down the road.
Unbalanced.
So
Yeah.
exactly. So they just say, listen, there's over like 100 or 200 characters that you can use. Some of these characters are not viable in a competitive environment, and like you can still use them.
What
Let me
are they
just
for?
let me just ask you this question then. Okay, like let's say that's true. How many characters are viable?
tons. Like
Yeah. Okay. So when you say tons of characters are viable, then okay, then it doesn't hurt having, let's say, I don't know, 40 of them being unviable.
Sure, whatever the number is. Sure, let's go
But
with 40.
let's go with 40. You know, whatever whatever fucking percentage that is off the number of characters that are available.
Sure.
But when it comes
sure.
to Siege, there's only what 60 characters in your thing, 60 characters. So if you have 60 characters, of which let's say half are just garbage.
No, not half, Todic. That's being way.
No, I think half
too
are
aggressive.
garbage. Half are just very
No,
situational,
bro.
and you have to
No.
build. Yeah, half are garbage, straight up garbage.
I
The
don't
only
know about this, man.
yeah, half are straight up garbage, man. Straight up garbage, especially the attackers. Most of them are just straight up garbage.
I humbly disagree, but
Oh man, they're
you
straight
know,
up garbage. Go look at them. They're not viable in ranked play. In ranked play
Somebody pull up the list. Somebody
Okay,
pull up
hold
the
on.
list.
in ranked
No,
play
no.
and in ranked play and in pro league, half of them never even get considered to be played. They
Okay,
never
hold
even
on.
get considered.
Hamad, do you concur with that?
To the extent, I'll just add one thing. To the extent where if you pick them, if you pick them,
someone to pull up the list.
if you pick them, let's say this thing. If you load up a face it match, which is the
What's
highest
Face
level of amateur gameplay, like me and you,
Okay, sure.
we-
Okay,
if you
so-
pull up
got
that
it, got it.
and you pick one of these characters and then you walk into that game, they will say you're memeing.
Yeah.
They will say you're memeing.
Oh,
They'll
okay.
just say you're just memeing. You're not even taking the game seriously. That's how bad they are.
But what I'm saying is, to say it's 50%, personally, I think that is a way overestimate.
Okay, sure. Even 30% is a lot. Even 30% is a lot. Can you imagine how many attackers are just completely straight up fucking useless?
I'm trying to think. I still maintain that the majority of the good operators are the year 0 operators.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Because the people who were making the game knew what they were doing.
Yeah,
They had a vision.
exactly. 100%.
yeah.
100%.
So okay, but I interrupted you. So what was your point that you're trying to make? So you're saying X percentage of the siege operators aren't viable, and so what are you trying to say then?
What I'm trying to say is that at least if you say, okay, one second, can I cancel this guy saying enemy at Bravo and all that shit? I don't want to hear all that. No, he's gonna. No, what I mean to say is that, okay, if let's say there are 500 people, sorry, let's say you said hundreds of characters, right, in League of Legends.
Sure.
Okay, say if there are like 300 characters, of which 50 are crap. Okay, but
Sure.
you still have 250 characters to choose from.
Sure.
It's that again, kicked from server, anti-cheat. I don't know. I think Insurgency's got something fucked up in it. But yeah, let's say you still have 250 characters to choose from and they're all viable, they're all pretty good. But when it comes to this game, you're pigeonholed into a much smaller pool of characters to use.
Sure. Okay,
And even
yeah.
those are restricted. Because not all of them are substitutable or interchangeable. And they don't really do all the same things. Like for example, if you want to do you want to do entry support, Thatcher's job, for example, you have only 2 guys that do it.
Yeah. Thatcher and Callie.
Maybe 2.5 if you reroute Maverick into doing it. But you have only 2.5 guys that do it. So you're pigeonholed into playing one of these 3.
Three
can't,
characters,
like-
basically.
yeah. You can't play anything. In League, for example, let's say if I ban, I don't know, whatever, Dick Warlock.
Whatever.
You know,
Yeah.
I can go play 20 other guys that can
That
pretty much do the same job.
accomplish a similar role.
Exactly.
Maybe not the exact same job, but a similar role.
I can get the same thing done. I can at the end of the day get that thing done. But in Siege, you won't get that thing done in a convenient way. You have to literally go all the way. Like it's like you can't grab your nose straight up. You have to go all the way around your head and grab your nose. Like say for example,
that's what actually makes the Siege game interesting, because what made Siege boring was, you know, the rinse and repeat. Thatcher, thermite, blow up the. They're gonna bandit trick. We're gonna blow the wall. Like step one, step
yeah,
two.
but it
It's
also
it
gets
became
boring to play the same characters again and again and again and again and again and again and again, which is
I agree,
exactly what.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but the thing is,
why-
it is such a it is actually very very inconvenient to do the alternative. For example, it is very very inconvenient to take Ying and put her hard breach or like okay, take a buck, go underneath. That requires its own planning, its own thing. I mean, like not everyone can do that. It's also it requires you to do too much of a hard turn. That's what I mean to say.
Look, okay, hold on. As a really quick example, Hamad, look at how many holes and hoops that you have to jump through to sometimes breach a hole with Maverick, versus look at the effort that you have to go with a Thatcher. Thatcher's so much easier. Like you throw the grenade and you forget it, and that's it, done. Maverick, you gotta watch out for C4s. You gotta watch out for like so much different things, like smoke grenades. Not the smoke grenades, like smoke, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Like, it's a lot more, man. There's a lot more with some of these characters.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, is adds to the interesting aspect of the game.
No, but you might find it interesting. But for the vast majority of people out there, it's too much of a hard thing to do because it's a lot to do.
I agree
it
with
really
that.
it's a lot thing to do. Like for example, Capital has his breaching charges. Now let's say you work well with a Capital. Now you gotta drop him and pick somebody else, or you gotta do something. This game forces you to. This game, because of its shit ideas for operators and how badly they designed them, it forces you into, like, I guess I keep saying boxes. It forces you to this box, and then you're in this box, and you're in this box. You're not like. I would in Siege I would struggle to pick a lineup that is very flexible, that can do basically anything. I would struggle. I would really struggle because if this operator is banned, you can't play that way anymore. That thing's out of the window. So like say Siege Thermite's banned. Say if Thermite's banned. Okay, now you see what they've done good is that okay, you have Ace, you got this or that, but let's say you ban Thatcher. There's just no way to get things open now unless you take the hit and play Kali. But you know, now what's the point of Kali? I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I think it's good that you have an EMP nade. But what are you gonna do with Kali now? You literally made an entire operator for this thing and you just took a shit on her. Now what are you gonna do? You're just gonna throw her out the window?
They'll do something.
Yeah, but yeah, sure, but the things that they do aren't very inspiring. Like I'm not inspired really to have any confidence in it. What did they do with Blackbeard?
Nothing, bro.
He's still there. He's still garbage.
He got relegated to the Shadow Realm.
Exactly. He got thrown to the Shadow Realm. Like, what have you done with him? Like, you know, you've not done anything whatsoever. You nerfed his shield, fine, as it should be. He should never even exist in the first place.
Yeah.
He should never even exist in the first place because he's just a
I don't
terrible.
know about that, but
he was a terrible idea. I don't even know why he even existed. What's the point of having this guy there? But okay, you had him. You brought him in. But what I mean to say is, it's just going to, you brought him in. You nerfed his shield because you didn't know what to do. And you said you're gonna rework him. Where's the rework? It's been years. Where's the rework?
not happening.
Not happening. Lion. How
Not
many reworks? How many reworks and jabs did he take of Lion to get him reworked? Not at all. Where is he? So like Glaz. Glaz is always in this state of permanent
Garbage.
transition. You know.
Permanent rework. Permanent. We're thinking about it.
Yeah, like one time he gets nades, then he gets smokes, now he gets nades again. Or I don't know, like they haven't sat down and said, okay, what's this guy's solution? There's like always something. Now Maverick has lost his nades. You know, so
Hey, listen. I don't think it's fair to say they haven't sat down and thought about it. I don't think that's fair. There are hundreds of people working there. I'm sure they've sat.
I don't know
down
if
and
hundreds
thought
of people,
about
man. I feel like
They
they've
haven't
gutted it.
figured it out.
I feel like they've gutted it, man. I feel
No,
like
they definitely gutted it. But what I'm saying is they've definitely sat down and thought about it over the years, and have been unable to solve it. It's a
I
hard
don't
problem
know.
to solve. It's
I
not
don't know.
easy to
It's
solve.
like Glass.
They've tried.
Everyone
They've
was
made
screaming
attempts.
at them. The solution. Glass. A sniper in a game like this just doesn't fit. It just doesn't fit.
It doesn't.
It
It
really
doesn't,
doesn't
yeah.
fit. Like they literally said they had the Glass idea because they were inspired by that whole airplane map. That Glass sits
Yeah,
out the
yeah, I
window.
was gonna say the same thing.
Yeah, that was their whole
That's the
idea
only
for
reason
Glass.
exists.
Yeah, for what? One map? That's just dumb. That's just so
But even then,
stupid.
it's a bad idea.
I mean,
Even then, it's a bad idea.
okay, but
because
that's the only map
giving
in which he
someone
actually
the
works.
ability to shoot you, yeah, but giving someone the ability to shoot you through glass that you can't shoot through it's gonna lead to bad map design.
Yeah, sure. But I mean, I could excuse it and say, oh, it's a creative vision, creative direction. They wanted to do something. I mean, it would have been cool as like a co-op or some kind of single-player mission to do. But this whole like them making him and then trying to force him down your throat in all these other maps, which he doesn't fit at all. It's like, what is this shit? And I bet I'm not sure about sat down, but they must have just looked at it and said, we don't know what to do with this guy, so let's just keep, playing around and see what happens, because they don't know how to fix him. Everyone is screaming the idea. They don't listen to the community enough. Everyone is screaming the idea, hey man, this guy's sniper rifle just doesn't work. Give him an automatic weapon, even if it's a DMR. Give him something else. They just won't do it. They've never done it. Or they said the same thing with Kali. Give her something. Gave her some automatic weapon. To be fair, they said okay, let's do that, and then they gave her the machine pistol, which to a degree does help in certain things, but it's not a permanent solution. You can't just whip out that thing and run around with it, because it's you're not gonna get many kills with it. So their operator
Is Sonic's
decisions.
voice breaking up for you, Fabio?
No, it's not. It's on your end, Hamad.
Anyway, continue. Fabio.
I'm
I'll
playing
figure it out on my end.
BF5 because no other Battlefield game right now is seeming to work. Oh, we lost. Nice. But what I mean to say is like,
Wait, there's a BF5?
yeah, Battlefield 5,
Battlefield
World War
5.
II.
Continue your point, Todek, please.
World War II. I mean to say is, you guys need to look at League and see that okay, when Fabius has 300 or 200 characters, those are like every single class and role has maybe 10-15 options, maybe 5-6.
More than that.
Who knows? Who knows? I don't know. I've never played League. I've never seen League being played. I don't know. But they've got, I'm sure, multiple options of each class and this and that. Siege is only a couple of options for each role. Like, they've done a great job with.
I agree.
They've done a fantastic job with the Thermite and Ace. Fantastic job. I have to give them a lot of credit for
Yeah,
that.
they really did.
But
Yep.
they couldn't replicate the same thing for their other roles. Just couldn't.
I think they tried to make new roles. And
Yes,
that's where
they
they
did.
fucked up. I
Like
think
what?
that's
What's
where
the new
they
role?
fucked up. I
Well,
think
what
if
is
they-
the new role?
Sens is a new
There's
role.
Sens.
Sens is the same.
Jackal.
Jackal's a new role, yeah.
I would fit Sens to be. I would fit Sens to be a Ying kind of role. He's meant to like immobilize you or like cover something
No,
and then
all he does is
help.
he just cuts line of sight.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Fine. Okay. I'll agree with that. But it's like, or maybe Montaigne does that too, like cuts line of sight or something. Maybe. But okay, I agree. Okay, I'll give you that one. But it's like, you have other like chronic problems which you haven't solved and are still ongoing. So although I welcome this EMP nade thing because I think fine, have it. On the other hand, you're just making your own characters useless, just like that. So it really is just, I don't know, questionable for me. Why did you even do this? And then you just took a shit on Kali. And now they're gonna try and rework her.
This makes sense because of the Thatcher ban. Like, I agree with this because Thatcher's banned so often. Now that we can get EMP grenades all over the place and get them to work. I'm assuming they work the same as Thatcher grenades do.
Yeah,
Or
probably.
maybe a little worse than Thatcher grenades, right? Assuming that that's the case, more variety of gameplay now opens up.
Hopefully. I hope for that.
And
But
now you don't even need to bring the hard breach because you can bring hard breach charges. So now all of a sudden team composition
yeah,
can
that's
take
a good
very
point. Yeah.
drastic change.
Yeah, but on the
and
defensive side,
To me,
nobody
that's it.
nobody solved Mira. Nobody solved Mira. She's still banned every single day of the week.
But it's way too much cold. I'm gonna block that. Mira.
Oh my god, that's a thing.
So what do you mean by solved Mira? You mean like solve like how to fight a Mira or solve like
She's
Yeah,
banned,
I mean,
bro.
she's banned all the time. I can't remember the last time I actually played Mira. I like playing her because she's a lot of fun to play with.
I think she's too OP.
She might be
But
in certain
it
places.
doesn't matter what you think. The fact of the matter is, like,
I mean, in certain
the
cases,
fact of the
Thatcher's
matter
OP.
is she's
Like, you know,
90% of the time.
I mean, in some cases, Thatcher's OP. There's nothing you can do to stop him. you know.
Yeah.
Thatcher's
I agree. That's why he's banned so often.
Thatcher's
All
OP.
the characters that are
Maverick is OP.
banned are OP.
Yeah, but all the Jackal is not OP. Jackal is just is inconvenient. He's not OP, but it's like, how do you solve Mira?
I think
You know?
Jackal's OP. I think Jackal's OP.
Yeah, I mean, yes and no. I don't know. Like,
Bro, if he can scan the footsteps from the prep phase, it's ridiculous. Like the fact that they can get a readout on a multitude of players of where they are right from the beginning of the game, it's just
I always felt his thing should have been active
Ridiculous.
scan. Like, you know, he looks at footprints and he tracks footprints. Like, as you can see the footprints where they go. Not like, oh, you ping the footprints and that's it. Magically he pops up.
Yeah, then that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, I thought that was supposed to be the direction of the guy, but they didn't. They clearly didn't think that. They just thought, you know, let's just make it easy for the guy. Because in a way, like, how much time are you gonna spend looking at the ground, and like, you know, tracking footsteps and looking up and stuff. I mean, okay, I understand that, but still, I expected him to be that way. I mean, that would have been a lot of fun for me. Imagine like you're a guy tracking footsteps like that.
Stalking your enemy.
Well, sure, but it's like you're looking at the footsteps and you're like, oh, he went here, oh, he went there. You know, you're roam hunting, and that would have been fun to do. But yeah, I mean, it's like, you know what I mean? They box you in, and they don't solve problems, the ones that need to be solved. Mira, they've been acknowledging, oh yeah, Mira's banned, we need to do something about Mira. Yeah, well, do something about it then. Do something about it. Like, go rework her.
They probably are doing something about it, bro. They probably like playtest ideas all the time internally. You know, they probably have a playtest team of like.
They've
3
had
pros.
3. I mean, look, when was the rank ban, map ban? I mean, the operator bans thing introduced? Maybe like 2 years ago. You've had 2 years now. Where is your work? You've had 2 years at it. You've been acknowledging it for 2 years. You're telling me you have all these stupid, shitty ideas for all these other guys, and you couldn't find anything to do for this one?
I don't know. I mean, I'm not trying to make excuses for them. I'm just trying to like sympathize with how difficult the job must be.
No, I agree that the
There's
job.
There's a million things they have to do, right? And they
Fair
probably
enough.
have less resources to
Look,
do it.
I'm just going by
So
what
gotta
they
balance this,
communicate.
they gotta fix that.
I'm just going by what they communicate. They say it's one of our top priorities. Okay, then where is it?
Alright, that's bullshit.
I mean, if it's a
Either
top.
that's bullshit or they gotta get their fucking priorities in check.
I mean, yeah, then communicate it as such. But you know, they say top priority is to fix this or to do that. Okay. We've had this whole another thing about sound progression, sound system is gonna get reworked because you know we need to rework the sound and sound is broken and something. I think they're not gonna do a Siege 2. I think they're gonna do the PUBG route. They're gonna do the PUBG thing. They're just gonna.
What's that?
Well, PUBG was supposed to make PUBG 2, but they instead of making PUBG 2, they started to say, okay, you know what? Let's just roll out improvements of the infrastructure that were supposed to be in PUBG 2 to PUBG 1. and just like keep it like that.
Really?
Yeah, so that's what they're going with. So that's why
I don't think
PUBG's
it's a
got
good
these big
idea at all.
upgrades and stuff. Which I think is a bad idea because like games like this old, especially Siege and PUBG, you need to have.
No, I think if Ubisoft is smart, they'll do a Siege 2. They know how much the community wants it, and they desperately need a success. They're fucking hurting right now.
That's you
They're
see,
hurting big
that's
time.
what you would logically think. Yeah, you need a new game that does as well as Siege does, but where is it? What is Ubisoft really up to? what are you up to? Like
Nothing. Ubisoft's in major trouble right now. Major trouble.
like they had such a good franchise going, Assassin's Creed, and they fucking cocked it up.
So right now, it's their only saving grace, the new Assassin's Creed that's coming. And if they fuck up the launch of this new Assassin's Creed, I dare say that they might get acquired.
I'm surprised they're not acquired already, because I thought they're only.
The problem is the biggest problem with acquiring Ubisoft is it's actually too large. You're talking thousands of employees spread across various different countries and cities. Like
Yeah.
it's a lot of overhead to take on. It's like they're not lean enough for someone to absorb and just take the asset. Like
Are they publicly traded?
Their biggest, yes, they are.
Okay, makes sense.
There have been several attempts for hostile takeovers.
Yeah, but okay. Am I spawning on this guy? No. Game spat me out. Okay, I wonder what that was all about. The fuck? On here, please. Yeah. Okay. So
If
I
someone
mean,
does buy them, I wish Sony would buy them. Sony could turn that ship around. Sony knows how to make amazing games, and
they know how to make single player games.
Ubisoft's biggest, yeah, and I'll give Ubisoft credit where what they deserve is they have phenomenal intellectual property. Phenomenal. Everything
Yeah,
from
I agree.
Rayman Legends to Beyond Good and Evil to Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, not Uncharted, Assassin's
Prince of
Creed,
Persia.
Watch Dogs, all Prince of Persia, all of these are A-level, like S tier level franchises.
Yeah, I
They
agree.
used to be, not anymore. What the fuck?
No, but
Persia.
I'm not. But that's what I'm saying. The IP is so good that if you give it to someone like Sony knows what the fuck they're doing. They know how to make great games. You can't
Especially
deny
single
Sony
player
knows
ones.
how to make great games. And
Especially
all of
single
these
player
games
ones.
live and die by the
I don't know
team.
what Sony would do
All of
with
these games I like
multiplayer
to
games,
think
but they would do a great job with Prince of Persia. I'm sure they're doing an amazing job. Or Splinter Cell, I think Sony would do a great job with a single player.
There you go.
Man.
There you
Fucking
go.
Splinter Cell, man.
These are amazing IPs that Sony would fucking need. Sony needs a good shooter too.
Yeah, they don't have one.
I think Ubisoft's big like ventures, like their Ghost Recon BR and all these other hilarious big efforts that
Failed
they've done.
project?
They all just took a big shit on the whole thing. Like it
The
just
NFT project they tried.
NFT. I don't know what
Oh
that
my
was.
god,
X
bro.
Defiant. Oh my god.
X Defiant.
X Defiant. Oh boy.
With
That
X Defiant, I'll say this much. I give them credit for thinking they're trying something new.
That was
I'm not saying they are trying something new.
It's another hero shooter, bro. Hero shooters are a dime a dozen, almost as much as fucking.
No, at that time, I agree with them. At that time, there were a lack of arena shooters, like Halo style.
What?
Yeah, there were a lack of.
No, it's not it's a hero shooter, dude. It's a hero shooter.
No, but it was basically an arena shooter, like 5v5 or like 10v, like I don't know, was it 3v3v3 or something like that?
I think it was 3v3. I think it was 3v3.
No, I think it was 3v3v3 or so, I don't know, something. It was something like that.
Yeah, you could add another team as well.
So it was something like that. But point is that games like Halo in the Halo style, they were a bit rare in that, and they still are actually. So Ubisoft thought, you know what, let's try and get into this market. So they're like, let's do it. But the X Defiant take was just so bad. It was just so bad. Like I'm not saying the game itself looked like shit. I never played it, but from what little I saw,
It was okay.
I mean, yeah, you played it, so
The problem with it was there was nothing to hook you into the game.
yeah.
Like each shooter that is worth its salt has something that there's something about it, you just can't put it down.
Yeah. But you know,
Valorant, Call of Duty.
the marketing fucked up for that game, man. Using Tom Clancy licenses and
Yeah,
you know,
they should not have
Yeah,
done
that was a
I don't know what, like,
very careless brand management.
you know,
Careless.
what people
They
associate
thought
with
it was gonna
serious,
boost sales and it hurt sales.
what people thought were serious franchises that had like a serious tone to it, and they just bring it to like some memey Fortnite style, you know, whatever. It's like it really didn't resonate, and that I think shot down a lot of momentum for it because people were like, nah, we don't want to play this shit. This is stupid.
Don't like the looks of that.
Creating brand confusion.
Exactly. Like,
And it's not even like they were bringing back. Like, it'd be different if they were bringing back the Tom Clancy brand. You know what I mean?
Hey, go now.
Like, as if there hadn't been a Tom Clancy game in a long time, and they were like, oh, reimagined for our new generation.
yeah, it wasn't even a
You
reboot.
know? But the thing is, it wasn't a reimagined for a new generation because Tom Clancy Rainbow Six Siege is still in the market.
Yeah.
It's not just it's not just a small player in the market; it's a massive player in the market. So, like, you can't, you have to acknowledge it's not like you can't.
It was just tone deaf. It was just tone deaf. It was just very tone deaf. It was very stupid. Just dumb decision making by some suits in the boardroom, thinking that they were so smart, but it just wasn't it. It really wasn't the play. And unfortunately for them, that game was an epic flop. But then the Ghost Recon VR, I keep coming back to that one. Like,
No, there was a few other flops they had as well recently. They had like a extreme sports game. 2 of those flopped.
oh, what game?
Like extreme sports.
Oh, it's like a tower defense game?
No, extreme sports.
No, I don't know what that is.
Like skydiving and
Oh yeah, they had 2 of them. The first one was Steve,
yeah, the first one was steep.
and then there was another one. I remember that.
Both of those failed. The Ghost Recon failed, and I think their newest one, Roller Derby. was on
The
verge of
Division.
failure.
Oh my god, The Division.
Oh yeah.
I
Also
keep
lying
getting
about
lists on YouTube that, that The Division is a great co-op game to play with your friends. But I never really
It's
got...
not. It's not.
It was just... I don't know, like, I look at the gameplay and I'm like... No, I don't know. Third person over the shoulder gameplay to me just doesn't click. It's not my thing. It just doesn't... I don't look at it and be like, yeah, I want to play this. If it was first person, I think I'll give it a shot.
I don't really like games where you shoot guns and enemies have health bars.
Yeah.
That never clicks with me. That never clicks
Yeah,
with me.
those are always like
Mass
single player
Effect
games.
did though, Hamad.
Yeah, I guess, but like Mass Effect felt different. I don't know. It's like Mass Effect's a space game, not a shooter.
Exactly, and you're fighting aliens, so like there's less of a suspension of disbelief. Whereas
Yeah.
like I know this is kind of seems like nitpicking,
Or there's more.
but I've watched The Division, and it's like it does feel weird to see someone with an LMG pump fucking rounds into some boss's head who's a regular human, and he's like just like shrugging off the bullets. Like it does seem weird.
Doesn't add up.
Whereas, what?
It doesn't add up. It breaks the immersion.
It does break. I have to say, like, it does break immersion.
I don't know, like I keep saying, third person for me, it's not it. It's third person games, I'm not into those. And then on top of that, the loot was, I heard the loot was very average. And the other things about it, like the whole setting, and I don't know, it just wasn't very well executed. To be fair. wasn't very well executed. I don't know if any looter shooter game has been pulled off well, but yeah, the Division was terrible.
I guess you can say Destiny. Like, even though
Yeah.
I
People
hard
say
disagree with that, it has been pulled off well. Like people say that it has. I firmly disagree with that, but I realize I'm in the minority there.
I feel like the only looter shooter games that have been done well is like Tarkov, in my opinion. In my opinion.
No, I 100% disagree with that.
I mean, looter shooter in the sense that you loot and the loot is satisfying and there's a clear system and loop behind it.
You loot and you shoot.
No, I mean, really, like, you loot.
I disagree. I don't find first of all the looting fun. It's not intuitive at all. I never know what to loot.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know what to loot,
on,
but I mean, if
I don't know where to look.
if we knew what to loot, how to loot,
The
like,
second thing is the loot itself is not satisfying at all. It's all just bullshit. The 90% of the loot you get in that game is just to sell. It's not to do anything with. You know, and then there's nothing. I haven't seen any guns or anything in that game that are like to die for. Like, oh my god, it's so much fun to use or blah blah blah. It's all more or less the same. You know, reduced recoil, maybe out of scope and shit. That's about it. Like, there's no.
I understand your POV
you know,
about that. Like, I understand
At
what you
least
mean
in
about
Destiny, it was like, you know, there was like massive damage boosts and power ups to the guns and like things happened. Like every piece of loot mattered, and then you would get items, and those items would be crafting materials, and you can break them down for further materials, and then use those materials to make better guns. At least all that made sense.
that. I understand that. I mean, like, I've seen, like, not our level of Tarkov, but I've seen people who play the game and know what they're doing. Like, it's the same thing. Like, they split guns open, they make their own guns, they make a blueprint out of it, and they just repeat that blueprint, make 3 or 4 of those. They have them in their stash. You know, you have materials, you gather. Like, yeah, most of the items are bullshit in that sense that, okay, you just need these for, like, I don't know, crafting your hideout or your other things, but they also are necessary to complete tasks, because sometimes the merchant or the trader will say, okay, I need, like, I don't know, 5 bolts, so you need to go get 5 bolts. So which on 99% of other raids, you'll be like, yeah, this is just nonsense, but for that guy, you need it. So, like, that's why I'd say, like, okay, even the shitty loot that they have, it's useful because in tasks like these, it comes in handy, and you need to turn it in for tasks, or, you know, use it to upgrade your base or your hideout. So Destiny's also a good example, like as you said, but other looter shooters just have not done that. Really, like, they give you stupid skins, they give you some dumb shit. Like, it just doesn't feel satisfying enough to go out of there. Yeah, like, let's go get it. Like, I don't know. Maybe Fabio views this differently because, you know, he literally pays for skins. But you know, Valorant.
Yeah, what about it?
I still can't believe you, like, log into that game every single time and buy a skin. Like, way to make yourself.
It's a joke, bro. He doesn't actually do that.
Want me to do it now?
It's a joke.
I don't know if it's a joke, man. Like, I don't know if it is.
Do it right
It
now?
is, bro. I play with him. He doesn't.
I'll buy that fucking Sentinels of Light Vandal right now. If you dare me to.
Not even in the fucking store.
How do you know?
Maybe it's in his store.
No, because I'll tell you right now, you haven't updated the game. Have you, Fabio?
Yeah, but each store is individualized, isn't it?
It is, but Fabio hasn't updated his game. So
Okay, so maybe when he updates it, it'll still be there.
I won't be there today.
Why you gotta do him like that? Why you gotta do him like that?
Mine. She will be mine.
Battlefield 5's only complaint, although it's not a complaint, it's actually a good thing, is that everyone looks the same. Which I guess
Everyone what?
everyone looks the same.
Every character looks the same.
It's
Like,
hard
they
to
don't have
distinguish
any-
people from just looking at them. Also, like, the
Yeah, I knew it.
customization
I got
is a
too
bit
much
weird.
much beef.
Customization's a bit weird. It's like, what the heck am I looking at? Let's go here. So yeah, man, like, I'm just saying, I haven't played an Assassin's Creed game since 2, and I don't think I'll start anytime soon.
Well, I've
I
heard
don't
2 is
think
the
there's
best
any
game.
need to. Yeah,
heard
2
what?
is generally considered. 2 is generally considered the best one for the time that it was released.
I liked 1 a lot. I don't know why. I liked 1 a lot. I thought 1 was...
Oh my god.
The reason why I liked 1 was, okay, the combat was boring and stuff, but it actually was novel. So I would give it some credit in that sense.
That game made me swear off Assassin's Creed games.
At least, like I would say, it's...
the Egypt one isn't bad. It's when they rebooted the franchise, the style of it.
Origins.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like it just turned into this big open world nothing.
Turn into Far Cry.
Yeah, exactly. They just reskinned Far Cry. God, that fucking company's so creatively bankrupt, dude. They're so fucking creatively bankrupt.
They did that with Ghost Recon too. Made it a...
They're creatively bankrupt. I'm like...
No. I think they were just trying to create games through some kind of like efficiency model. Like they figured like players won't figure this out. And it's like it's the dumbest logic.
They're trying to do economies of scale. Make
like
one formula replicated across every single game.
Economies of scale. Yeah.
Yeah, but
it wasn't
you
because
see,
of
that's
a lack of
would you
creativity.
run
It was because of a desire for efficiency.
Would you run a game studio like that? Like, you're supposed to make bespoke things for your game, because that's how you put maximum effort into your game, into your creative vision. Not just like, okay, let's think of it from this business model. Like, I would expect some, like, a guy who doesn't know shit about video games to do that. I wouldn't expect guys who do know about video games.
Well, that's what happens when you have teams that are thousands of people large, and like you have people in like Singapore and around the world working on stuff. To them, it's just a job. They're just like,
True.
Just do what we did last time. Just do what we did last. They're not passionate about it.
True. I agree.
But it's why there's a lot to criticize about Nintendo, but it's why I am such a fanboy for a lot of their mainline games, because in almost every single like mainline game, like their main titles, you can see that
a lot of love in it.
A lot, man. Like they demand it. They demand that out of the developers. You know, if you're gonna be making a Metroid game, it
better be amazing.
Bring your A game to the table.
You better push the genre forward.
You know, and that's why I'm such a fanboy for them. Not even really a fanboy. It's more of like a joke. But like, yeah, that's why I appreciate their mainline titles so much. And like with Ubisoft,
yeah, you can't deny that they make quality. They don't release unfinished, half broken.
No.
You know.
Well, that was back in the day. I don't know about now.
Betas.
Still, bro.
No,
still.
Even now, all of their games come out done, and there's they don't get 9s and 10s because some nerd is nostalgic about it. They get 9s and 10s because when you look at the genre in which they are creating a game for, they will have pushed the genre forward significantly.
We're still talking about Ubisoft, right?
Sorry, what did you say?
We're still talking about Ubisoft, right?
No, we're talking about Nintendo.
Okay. Alright, fair enough.
We're talking about Nintendo.
Why you gotta do my boy Ubisoft like that so badly?
They did it themselves, man. They did it themselves. Like,
yeah, they really did do it themselves. I blame the leadership.
I agree too.
Man.
Suits that know nothing about the thing, just making decisions like...
So disappointing.
I would never...
I think they were distracted. The leadership has been fighting off hostile takeover after hostile takeover after hostile takeover. They've been too distracted to focus on building quality games.
I don't know if they even care about making quality games if they're making this efficiency model. Like, I don't know if they even care. Like, I would expect this efficiency model to be in like some Toyota car firm or something. Not at a place which demands you make something bespoke. You know what I mean? A video game is something bespoke. It's something that you develop with a unique process from back to front.
It should be.
You know, it's like saying certain car makers as well. Like certain car makers, they don't make every car the same. It's not. Like Bugatti make a specific kind of car. and that's bespoke. You won't find it anywhere else. It's just what they do, you know. It's not.
Pronounce that with so much flavor.
Yeah, like
Latte.
uh,
Oaxaca.
let's say
Bogota.
Ferrari make a Ferrari,
Ferrari.
Yeah,
Holy
like
shit.
they make a Ferrari, but they make
Oh
a
my
certain
God.
kind of Ferrari. You know what I mean? Is anyone even reading this? Donish, hey Donish, how you doing? Um, no, it just OBS just popped up literally with your shit. But no, like
Where's
you have
Donish?
he's in the
Oh, Donish is in your chat?
he's in the stream, yeah.
What's up, Donish?
But yeah,
We're-
the point is what I mean to say is, like Ferrari make a car that is bespoke. They don't produce 5,000 Stradales. They produce like 200, maybe 50, maybe I don't even 100. Point is, a video game is even more bespoke than that. You know what I mean? Because at least a car gets 50, 70, 80 or more units made. A video game gets only one unit made. That's it. That's all it is, and that's
telling you,
it's
bro,
shipped up.
if they don't knock it out of the park with Assassin's Creed Infinity or whatever the fuck it's called, they're in some serious trouble.
What are they even gonna do? What's there to even do now in Assassin's Creed? What are you gonna innovate in?
It's Fabio's favorite buzzword. That's what it is. It's a live service model. They're saying it'll be like it's the last Assassin's Creed that they're going to be releasing, and then they're just going to be updating it.
How does that?
Like they're going to be adding.
Donish says Nintendo sucks. I don't know about that one, man. Like,
Well,
I have not played. I've not played Nintendo
He's
games.
just trying to troll. He's
Yeah,
trying
I
to
mean,
piss Fabio
I've
off.
I've not played
Dumb
Nintendo
opinion,
games,
bro.
but I have to.
It's just another
I have
dumb
to agree.
opinion from a
Some of their
Sony
company
fanboy. Who
policies are
cares?
pretty
Let 'em go.
rash. Like, the way they harass some YouTubers, the way they harass content creators who market the game for them, and they don't even realize that. But
what you don't realize is their part of their corporate strategy is to be for kids.
true.
Who?
But
Nintendo?
So they don't Nintendo, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, but
So,
I mean,
like
look, I think
the whole adults playing games and other adults seeing it, they don't really consider that part of their core demographic marketing.
No.
ironically, but that's what most people. That's where most of their player base, I think, comes from legacy players, people who
Nope.
have played their older games.
No, it would
Nope.
seem like that because they are
true.
definitely the most vocal. But no, like the kids
Not true at all.
and the
Kids-
parents who buy the kids their shit are the core demographic.
We're hardcore gamers, so you have to
Yeah.
remember that our algorithm, what's recommended to us online, is based off of those factors. But the casual gamer from the 90s, who just remembers, like, a mom who goes out shopping for her kids, looks at Mario and goes, "Oh, I remember Mario from when I was a kid.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get this for my kid."
exactly.
They don't
I-
need
That's.
to know that it's kids.
I mean
It's
that
not-
too.
It's not.
Like,
It's not people like Fabio.
no, I mean that too. No, I mean that too. Like,
Mario and still like Mario and still.
no, yeah, that's what I mean
not
too.
those
Like,
guys.
those are
It's-
legacy people. People have played them in the past. People have like done that in the past. These people also market their game.
Now, to Todic's point, to what he just said, that actually might very well be the truth. The majority of people that are buying Nintendo stuff are not people that haven't heard of Nintendo for the first. That
There's
are
no
here for the,
there is a reason why Nintendo lags very far behind. I would say in the console space compared to Sony and Xbox, they lag pretty far behind because kids
lag
don't
pretty far
gravitate
behind
there.
In what regard?
The Switch, look at the Switch. How many Switches have sold compared to the PS5?
The Switch is first of all,
no,
the
in terms
number
of
one
sales.
selling console. The number one selling console of all time
Sure.
is the Wii, Nintendo Wii, and the Switch is currently positioned to outsell.
Okay, but I
the
mean
Wii.
compared to the PS5 and Xbox, because I don't know. I'm just asking the question.
No, but compared to what though? That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm telling you,
If
compared to the
from a
PS5,
hardcore
compared to the Xbox.
No, but what are you comparing? Are
Oh,
you
no,
talking
no,
about
no.
performance? Or are you
Yeah.
talking about graphics?
Yeah,
Are you talking about
exactly.
sales
No,
numbers?
no, I'm talking about
If you're
sales. I'm talking about
just
sales of units.
No, if you're talking about sales, Nintendo wins. Nintendo wins.
I'm not talking about all time.
No,
I'm not all talking about. I'm talking about the
I'm,
Switch versus
yep.
the PS5 and the
Nintendo
Xbox.
still wins.
Let's
Nintendo
Google that.
still wins.
Nintendo.
Not only do they win, they win overwhelmingly because their product, their hardware is sold at a profit. Where Xbox and Sony, or Microsoft and Sony, sell
Sell
their
at a
consoles
loss.
at a loss.
Yeah.
And
That's actually
Nintendo
a very
has
good.
so much fucking cash, they can afford to sell at a loss, and they don't. So they're
Yeah.
winning. They're winning. They're selling at a profit. Like,
Let's take a look.
how many PlayStations do you have to sell before, like I'm not saying the strategy's flawed, because clearly, I mean, Sony's doing fucking great, but, well, they're
Different
doing fine.
business
They're not doing
models, though.
great.
They
Different business models.
Okay, so
Exactly,
based on this
exactly.
VG charts thing I've read now, basically the PS5 and the Switch are tied level.
Really? The PS5 has sold that much?
25 PS5 21.6 and the Switch is 21.9, so basically level.
Global?
Almost. Yeah.
Wow.
89
I'm
weeks.
surprised the
I'm
PS5 is.
very surprised.
89 weeks. 89 weeks is the chart. So, okay, you can say the Switch is ahead by what, 300,000, but I mean, it's not much of a big difference.
No, you said 89 weeks is the chart?
That's the time frame they looked at it.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's from when the PlayStation 5 released.
Yeah.
Let's take a look. Wait, actually, I
from when
haven't
the
read the full
Switch
thing. Let's take a look. It's August 2nd, so let's see what's all about.
A quick Google search has told me that the Nintendo Switch has sold 103 million units.
I saw that one, but
There you
I
go.
wanted to look at this one first. Like, okay, it was the first. It was the first result. It was the first result. It was the first result. Okay. The PS5 chart cut out. The PS5 chart cut out. Is it because they don't have data for it? I don't know. It cut out, but okay.
They might not
No,
have
it
data.
probably wasn't. It wasn't selling by then.
I have no idea. I'll take that on face value. Okay, fair enough. The Nintendo does outsell both of those. But I mean is like what I mean to say is like okay, they do
And they don't have any shortages either. Oh fuck! I forgot to put the vegetables.
They do. I feel like okay, maybe you're right. You guys are right. I'll concede that. But it's like it's corporate policies are just very baffling. Like you're stopping people from marketing your game.
Yeah, it's very Japanese. It's very Japanese.
And it's
Yeah.
gonna hurt your game. It's literally gonna do that. And I don't know why
Well,
you guys.
it has. With certain games, it absolutely has. The over what I would call it overprotectiveness of their brand. I would say absolutely has in a way.
That's what I would say. Protectiveness of what? Who's trying to steal your brand? Nobody's trying to steal your brand.
I don't know. They
Again,
don't
they
want.
have to like okay, like there's one school of thought that you allow YouTubers to create content with your games, and that allows them to make content, and it markets your game, and it gets it out there.
Yeah.
Under that same school of thought, the potential for adult content, and I'm not talking about like porn. I'm talking about adult content in terms of swearing and PewDiePie videos and all of the controversy of other people can be associated with your game. And since they're selling to children, to them, one of the core pillars of their identity is that it is family friendly, child safe, blah blah blah. So they want to avoid public outcry of anything happening, and they know they're not getting. They know that some guy doing a let's play of the new Super Mario Odyssey is not pushing that many units for them. Their units push a different way. Their entire marketing and sales tactics, it's very brick and mortar.
Yeah.
The digital side of it is you can see it in their execution. They're still figuring out the digital side of things.
Yeah.
It's very brick and mortar. It's not online. It's not this, and it's a strategy that's working better than Sony and Microsoft. So, this goes into a different conversation, which I don't really want to get into, but you don't own the video games you buy.
Yeah.
The video games that you've bought are licensed software, legally speaking. You don't own it. You can't do whatever you want with it. And you know, they're protecting their intellectual property. Like to them, they're like, you've licensed the software. We do not give you the right to republish it on some website called YouTube and earn profit from it. We don't allow that. We don't want that, and it's to protect their brand. It's not. People are like, oh, they're being so greedy. They want the money. Blah blah blah. It's not so much about the money. They want to discourage people from doing it in the first place. At least that's my reason. Now, I'm not an expert. I'm not in the industry. You know, Alex might have more insight on this than I do because he's been working in the industry for X number of years, at least. But I've been more and more as I'm applying the job in gaming and my background being in strategy. I've been thinking about gaming strategy a lot and how these companies differentiate themselves and what they do. And Nintendo seems like they're doing the best job. And
In terms of differentiation, I'd agree.
I feel like I'm dying in 2 shots, but I need 500 to kill someone.
in terms of just business results, like I don't know what the internal company, you know, how much money they might be losing on the pace of their game releases, but
They might not
I
be
think-
losing money
I
because
think-
if this is the case, they're not losing anything. But the point is that, you know,
no, the production cycles on games are long though for Nintendo.
So long, bro.
yeah, but they make enough money out of it. So it means,
And-
I mean, evidently, they make enough.
Yeah,
money
they make
out
a
of
lot. They make a lot of money.
They make a
on
lot
it.
of money
and
out
they
of it
also
anyway.
they do the Disney thing. You know, they more closely compete with Disney than they do with Sony.
Well, they have actively said a long time ago. They said that when they said, this is way back in the day when they stopped going to E3. They said we no longer consider Sony and Microsoft competitors.
Yeah.
Now you like that. I don't know if you define your competitors or the market defines your competitors, but the point is that's their mentality. They don't even consider.
It's a bit of both.
It's a bit of both, right? But the point is they don't consider Microsoft and Sony competitors. Not they're saying that they're way better than them. It's just that they
No, they're
consider
just saying
themselves
we're in a
to be
different phase.
markets. Yeah.
That makes sense too. Like, look at what Sony and Microsoft compete over.
I
Graphics.
remember hearing all this at the time and thinking like the naive me who didn't know anything about like business and stuff like that. Like the naive me was like, "Oh, Nintendo's so fucking stupid. They're not going to E3 anymore.
Yeah.
They're not trying to compete with Sony and Microsoft. These guys are done. They're out of their."
And look at them now, laughing all the way to the bank.
Yeah.
That's all strategy. That's all strategy. That's not like a fluke. That's not, you know, something that just happened. That comes from understanding, you know, the market, understanding your position, and then moving accordingly with strategic purpose. That's all strategy. And I fucking love that. I eat that shit
Yeah,
up.
very, very, very prudent. And I mean, like the I think the most prudent strategy or impressive business strategy in video games that I've seen in like the last 5 years or so, and like recently is obviously not, I shouldn't say obviously, but hands down Xbox Game Pass. Like that whole
Not yet.
that whole
Not yet. Not yet.
You don't think so? Not yet. I think so.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it rivals.
It's not commercially viable. It is successful from a user standpoint.
it's a loss leader.
Like they've got a ton of users. Yeah, it's a loss leader right now. You know, it might become successful later, but it's gonna have the same problem as Netflix.
What's that?
You know?
What's
Well-
that? What's the?
Well, I mean, they're actively working on avoiding that problem. That's why Microsoft's going on this buying spree that they've gone on. But
Yeah.
the problem at Netflix is that people don't really hold loyalty to subscription services.
No.
If you're not giving good content, people will leave. And
Yeah.
Netflix has spent
And there's no
billions
shortage
trying
of them
to
now.
create good content, but they consistently cancel shows. Have duds, blah, blah, blah.
Abruptly, that
And-
too. Very abruptly. Like,
Yeah, and it's because they look at how much cash they burn. Look at how much cash they burn. It's like they're constantly burning cash.
Did you guys
And
see that video that I
Yeah.
posted about
You
this
know-
Netflix burning cash? Like that guy Ryan George who does pitch meetings, that skit. He made a video called what being a Netflix executive is like, you know, and he just says they just give you cash for anything. Anything and everything. You have some stupid dumb idea about some show, here you go, take some
Well,
money
not
and make it
anymore
happen.
though. Not anymore.
Not
Not
anymore,
anymore.
because they must have
That-
seen how much
yeah, that
shit
was
they're
the case.
running through.
Well, not just that. Their install base is going down. In fact, in their latest earnings report, they said that like they projected like a loss of X number of subscribers, and it was like a massive loss, and it didn't. And they said they got a huge win because they didn't lose that many as much as they projected. They lost less than they projected, but they still ended up in a loss. And their share price, you can see, their stock price is fucking plummeted. Right?
Yep.
Like Netflix is in trouble. It is because this is what happens with these subscription services that don't own their own intellectual property or enough intellectual property to stimulate the little micro economy that they've trained their users to follow. Like, you know, if you train your audience that there's going to be a new movie every single day, and then there isn't something good for months, people are going to leave. That's just how it works. There's no, when it comes to subscription services, there's no loyalty. You know, people aren't sitting there being like, oh, I just love Netflix. They treat me right. No. I've never heard anyone say that.
I mean, especially because there's so many substitutes, man. Like, you've got Apple, now you got Amazon, and you got HBO, and you know,
the
it's like...
substitutes as well. Now, there's no viable substitute for Game Pass yet, but Game Pass has not really proven to be commercially successful for Xbox or for a majority of the people that are on Game Pass. The way Game Pass is supposed to work, in theory, is you have a game, you release that game on Game Pass for a limited time, and then people who love that game pay to keep the game. And there's only one game that, on all of Xbox Game Pass that I would have paid to keep, and that's the Dwarf game, Deep Rock.
Deep Rock, yeah, I would pay for Deep Rock Galactic for sure.
It's the only game that I would pay to keep in that entirety of my Xbox Game Pass collection, and I download everything that comes out. I try it and I uninstall it. I download damn near everything that comes out on Xbox Game Pass. And, you know, now the great thing is the price. Right now, their pricing is very affordable. It's the best deal in gaming. But how long are they going to be able to keep that up? Now, their acquisitions of Bethesda and Activision and, you know, this will help keep people around for a little bit. And if these companies continue to make exclusive great games for Xbox Game Pass, then they can have a winning strategy. But that's why I say it's not the best yet. Computer-wise, it's pretty good now, but it's not the best thing ever yet.
Yeah. 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 So in that sense, like...
Thotic's out here sitting like, yo, I wish they would bring it to the fucking Middle East.
Yeah, I mean, sure, but...
That's dying for some Xbox Game Pass.
Yeah, sure, but I mean...
Dude, they need to... How the fuck have they not done that?
Nintendo doing all this shit, in my opinion, is a bit counterintuitive. It's not... It's good now, because they make good games. But... You know, it always helps having a good PR and good brand associated with your stuff, because, you know, in case it doesn't, you know, that can still prop you through a little bit. Like, and, you know, Nintendo can have a few bad years where they just produce garbage. Who knows? Who knows, man? People have fallen. Like, look at Ubisoft.
No, it's a. You can't compare Ubisoft and Nintendo.
No, I'm just saying, just look how far Ubisoft has dropped off with their shitty bullshit, you know? They were a very beloved developer, I mean, everyone loved them, and, you know, if you say someone...
The argument exists that they could fall off, but the argument exists for everybody.
That's absolutely valid.
No matter who is king, they can fall.
Absolutely, that's why I would say, don't just Just don't be an asshole, because if you're an asshole and while you're good and you're on top, people will tolerate an asshole. But once you start wobbling, they'll look for any sign to get to stab you and get you out. I don't know.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna switch headphones. Give me a second.
Battlefield 5 is actually not a bad game. I really, really feel like this is the game that is a lot of fun to play. Gunplay is
Really?
rewarding. Yeah, its gunplay is pretty rewarding. It feels satisfying to get kills. Map design is not that bad, except this map. This map was just really bad. This map was very bad. This map and the map before, very, very bad map design. Terrible.
Really?
We were spawn camped. Like, we were spawn camped, my team was spawn camped. We got destroyed, and then the other team got spawn camped, and then we destroyed them. It was very bad.
Holy fuck, Dodic. The quality on this stream?
I'm running
Yo.
I'm running it on 8K kbps.
Holy shit. Bro, it looks like I'm playing the game. Well, no, it's not that good, but
I
still.
mean, it's the main menu, man. Come on.
I don't know. Well, let's see the rest of the game, but maybe the graphics of the game are just really that good, but like even your camera.
The graphics of the game are outstanding. Like, I can't begin to tell you how well DICE knocked it out of the park with this one. This game, DICE knocked it out of the park. They really knocked it out of the park. But when, like, I was playing the first map I was playing when I launched the game, I was playing my first match. I was in this map, I don't know what it's called, but it's like you're in these tulip fields and you're fighting countryside, hills and whatever. As you run in the tulips interact with you. They like get crushed, they move aside and all that shit, and they move in the wind. And you're like, wow, this game? Damn. But now you look at Battlefield 2042. If you looked at my stream earlier on, constantly rubber banding. Every single place I'm rubber banding. I'm trying to play a match, and it's just 5v5 in a 128 player server. It's just so bad, dude. So I don't even know what to tell you.
You must capture and hold the objectives, as many as you can.
Oh. Go down that road. Okay. Are there any gaming conferences coming up recently? Soon?
We have taken objective.
The Gamescom is going on right now. There's already been new announcements. They announced the new PlayStation 5 controller.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I'm too interested in that.
Still can't find a PS5, but at least there's a new controller.
No, man, the controllers are just too big. They're way too big, man.
Well done. We have taken objective.
It's way too big. Like, that's what I hate about the current gen controllers and why I still use a PS3 controller. If I can. Yeah, I got
The
fine.
DualShock 4 was nice and small.
PS4 one? Yeah, I agree. Like, look at the size of this thing. It's quite compact, and if you like hold it, I can even wrap my fingers around it. But
I still think
look at the
controller
Xbox One. Xbox One is too girthy. If I can use that term, it's too girthy. Whereas this profile is better for people with smaller hands. I don't know what Xbox and Microsoft are thinking. It's like as if they think every single person who is playing with these systems are, just 6'5" giants, and their hands are like massive. But no, they're not. If you're watching Microsoft or Sony, they're not. So please, in the future, make multi-size controllers, man. How hard is it?
Try not. It's just not worth it.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe, but is it what's new in this controller? What does it do so much that it warrants you shelling out whatever it is?
I don't know. They probably got really tight profit margins, so the extra added cost.
Oh my god! Oh, this is a dumb fight. Oh, I kind of stuck the nade. Kind of stuck the nade. So how does the game look? If you've been seeing it.
I'm watching it through the Discord.
No, I
It
mean
looks
Hamad.
good.
And you as
Sorry,
well.
say that again?
You've already
What
said
was
it.
the question?
What do you think of the game? The way it looks.
Let me put it on my main monitor.
What the heck?
You're dead right now. I want to see some live gameplay.
No, but it's good that you said that, Fabio. I really appreciate what you've articulated to me,
What?
sir.
What do you mean?
You said you saw the game and you liked what you saw.
Oh, yeah. Looks
Your
good.
feedback
on
is
Discord.
always appreciated.
Yeah.
Beat fac. Heard someone? Thought I heard someone. I don't know why I'm doing
I
this.
think it looks good. If I stare very hard, I can see like a little loss in quality, maybe some sharpness. There's some texture popping, but that might just be the game. Actually, probably that definitely is the game. Yeah, no, it looks pretty good. It looks better than it does on Twitch, that's for sure.
Oh. Nice.
Yeah, the stream looks better than it does on Twitch. I'm just thinking, and I don't know if this is possible. It might actually be impossible to do. But if there was a way that you could do post-process imaging in OBS to make it look good, to account for
I think you need a capture card for
like
that.
if you could. No, you wouldn't need a capture card. You could do it. But you basically have to guess how much sharpness to add, how much lighting and blah 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 to add to the image, because you don't know what it's gonna look like. Because on your OBS, it'll look a lot different than what actually comes out the other end.
Hmm.
So you'd have to have someone watching in real time, and yeah,
Oh.
and then connection might change, which will change the image, so it'd be hard to account for. Still, looks great. Fucking, oh, I paused it. Looks fucking phenomenal.
This gun pulls so much to the right, it's nuts. Oh, is that mine? Yeah, we. What the heck? Who are you shooting at? Who the heck is shooting at me? Alright, he's there. Right. You should join another server, because this server is dud. This is the longest I've streamed in quite a while, actually.
Really?
Yeah, usually my streams have been like quite hit or miss because on Twitch my streams
He
just
got
don't
fucked up.
work. Yeah, I just got demolished. I have no idea from where.
Seht ihr das? Verdammt gefährlich!
Yeah.
Like how your team's just running around you and not reviving.
They're not medic. They're not the medic class. I think I'm just gonna find another server. The server's dead. But yeah, I don't know why on Twitch, like my server quality connection is just horrendous. It's so bad. It doesn't even hold. Goes from 4,000, drops to 200, goes back to 4,000, drops to 500, 2,000. Like it just keeps going up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Up and down, 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 up and down. Down. So what other gaming related topics do you guys want to discuss, huh? What you guys got for me?
Well, I'm about to finish eating right now, so I'm available to play.
Do you want to play, boy?
Battlefield 2042 is only on season 2?
Dude, no, just forget about that game. That game's a wash.
My man was so upset he couldn't even form sentences. He said, just forget about that game, bro.
Game's a wash, man. Game's a wash. Literally, it was just throwing me into empty servers. If I don't do the server browser, and then when I did the server browser, it was just... Boy, I don't even know what to say, man. That game is...
Rough, eh?
Calamity. Calamity.
Calamity.
That game is a lesson of how not to make games.
Damn.
The enemies have enough objectives to sway this fight. Take their objectives immediately.
Throwing grenade out!
How many people I run into call Saddam? Saddam something. I'm like, wow.
I wish a game like Battlefield had this thing where
Where?
like I know it used to have commanders.
Yep.
But I wish it was like a little bit more well thought out, where it's like you could have commanders and then you can have players report information to the commander. So better.
You have that in
decisions
Battlefield 4
can be made.
already. In
No, I'm
fact,
talking about a single commander.
yeah, you do. In fact, in Battlefield 4, you could actually jump in and on your iPad and play as commander.
Yeah, you could. I remember that.
Yeah, I know, I remember that, but like it wasn't a great experience.
No.
It wasn't optimized for the time. It was pretty good. Right now, no. For today's standards, not at all. But for the time, it was pretty good. I never did it, but I saw people post footage of it on YouTube. It was not bad, but
I wish you could can you tell individual units what to attack? And what to
yeah,
defend?
you could command squads. Okay, do this, do that. Call in and airstrikes.
Yeah, that'd
Okay.
be sick. And then they could relay information back. Like
Yeah,
you
yeah,
could
the
give-
spot stuff. You see the spots on the map, and you're like, okay, I
Yeah.
should do this, do that. Strike this, strike that. Supply drop here, supply
Like you
drop
have
there.
you have someone holding like a flank or something, and then they report like one guy got through the flank like on an ATV.
Not report like
you-
that, but it's like you could have the commander in your squad, and maybe through squad chat you could say that. But you could, but you have a whole view of the map, and through pings and stuff, you can see those, make decisions. So
That's what I mean, like a ping. That's what I mean. Like a
yeah,
ping.
yeah, they had
You get a
pings.
ping?
Yeah, yeah, they had the whole thing.
Yeah. So you
Yeah, the whole
realize
thing.
one guy got by you, so then you can send like a squad to reinforce the back.
Yeah.
Because you know he's flanking to go.
Yeah,
Whatever.
you could. I think you could relay that by like pings, or you could like I don't know, issue directives. But you could do stuff like okay, designate someone as high value target, go get that guy off, or something like that. So they had. It was pretty well thought out for its time. This is like 2013, because Battlefield 5 was a launch title for the PS5. Sorry, PS4.
Up a grenade!
Okay, I can't see anything. It's so much dust and smoke. Hard fought battle, this one. This is my problem with Conquest and Battlefield. It turns into a big TDM. Because everyone just gets sucked into the meat grinder. Nobody starts to play the flags.
Attention, we are losing objective North.
Wow, this gun is clearly not long range. This gun is seriously not long range. I mean, look at how beautiful this game is, man. Look at how these graphics are so fucking sharp.
Keep heart, we can turn this around.
I should-
Imagine
Should use a
the
different gun.
commander. Oh my god, that'd be so fucking sick. Imagine. I sound like I'm high. Like imagine.
Yeah, you kinda do.
But no, but seriously, imagine the competitive scene if you had two commanders face off against each other and they had each had like a team of what is Battlefield? 32 each? 32 v 32?
Right now?
Yeah.
No, it's 128, so it's like 64.
64. Yeah, imagine they had 64 guys in front of them. And it's like that's their team. They have a 64-man crew, and they have like tactics and like the way the esport is shot is it's primarily shot through the commander's POV. Like you hear him give instructions to his team, and you
It would
see
be
like
cool.
the map. Oh my god! Oh
But
my god! it'd be sick.
Battlefield
Commander be
esports
commander,
is
bro.
just terrible.
That's what I'm saying. That'd be a new way of doing it.
Yeah, Battlefield. I don't know if they can ever do an esport. I thought they could when they talked about shit in 2042, but again, 2042 is so garbage that I think they quickly realized, yeah, it's not gonna fly. But
Your commander mode could be so fucking sick. You could incentivize the esports teams to hold their own tournaments and stuff to get the 64 players they need.
yeah, I mean, I don't know what you mean by that.
You could do like 32 players
You know
on
how
the team.
dysfunctional esports teams are? Like you
Yeah,
never have a
you're right.
cohesive team.
You're right.
Yeah, but they'll
You need
practice
a
a
fix.
lot. You can do it. Like I think you can.
You would
you
need
can
a
do
fix.
it.
You would need a fix 64 people,
Yeah,
and that's a lot of overhead. That's a lot of contracts to sign.
yeah. I mean, I'm not saying it's not doable, but
I'm
be
saying
interesting.
it's not doable.
it'd be interesting. I would like to see it. Like theoretically, I'd just like to see how it play out. It'd be quite
I
cool.
guess.
Oh my god, these guys are swarming C, man. These guys just haven't moved a single inch out of C. Approximately 100. I don't know how to reverse this. Oh, I'm fucked.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be cool to
Oh
incorporate.
my god, he's right there.
Like, you might have like a fixed team of like whatever they can afford, right? So it might be like 10, anywhere between 10 to 32 players that are fixed, and the rest, the team can like get as volunteers that support the org by having tryouts and shit. So
Maybe.
the main squads are the ones who are the pros that do the hard shit, and then the other squads are like infantry. They're grunts. They're hired to just go and run and do things and blah blah blah.
You know, a Battlefield could have done an esport out of one game mode called Squad Rush. Like it was basically 4v4, and you fight over one bomb site, and it's 2 bases. So you.
For Battlefield, I feel like that'd be boring.
It was actually quite not popular, but it wasn't totally like a dead thing in the water. I mean, in Battlefield Bad Company 2, it was quite it had some traction. It wasn't amazing, but it had some traction. But when it came to, they just never developed it. Their thing has always been Conquest because that's the biggest meat grinder. That's gonna attract the Call of Duty kids the most.
No, but it's also what's like fun about the game. It's a Battlefield.
Battlefield's most fun game mode is actually Rush. It wasn't even Conquest. Like,
I liked Rush.
Rush was the most fun game mode. Which was this
Which
big.
one, Rush?
Rush is where it's basically Siege but big scale. Like, you know, you plant the bomb.
You blow up two.
Yeah, you blow up 2, move
areas,
to the
and
next
then
base.
it opens up more of the map.
Yeah, you go
Yeah.
to the next base.
Yeah,
That was the headline game mode until they realized they make more money by making it into a Call of Duty simulator, and then they said, you know what, let's just do that. So they switched everything to Conquest. Which commercially worked because, of course, that's what got them what they needed. But Rush was really the real fun part of the thing, and it was epic. But they never.
Yeah, no, Rush is cool because it unlocks more parts of the map as the map goes on.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought that was the cool part.
And
of
because
too.
it brought into play strategy, you have to strat differently. Okay, this site you need this site you need that. You need to play a certain way. Take high ground here. this and that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
certain
usually
times-
some of the sites were
certain
closer
times you
range,
want-
some of the sites were longer range.
And that's what also made like the tanks more bearable.
It was
Yeah.
asymmetrically
Because
balanced
yeah.
as well. So some people,
Yeah, there were certain areas where the tanks just don't work. They're just gonna get fucked up.
yeah, they'll get fucked up.
Usually they'd have the vehicles on the first site, to help
Yeah.
the attackers progress
Yeah.
through the map at
Yeah.
least a bit. And
Yeah.
then the further along the map it goes, it gets more choke pointy and more choke pointy.
Yeah, and you don't
Yeah.
want to take
Rush
the vehicles
was
there.
cool, man. Rush was
One
cool.
map, I
have-
specifically remember one
I
map gives you the
agree.
Blackhawk right at the beginning, gives you the Blackhawk, and then
So you love that Blackhawk, eh?
it gives you the Blackhawk, and then after that
No, I said Blackhawk.
you get another Blackhawk, but the thing is it's very open and there's not much cover around, no mountains or anything, so it could easily get brought down with an RPG. So you have to be very careful how you use it. But the thing is, the trick was the defenders get, I think, 2 light tanks and you get one tank, and they get 2. So it's not symmetrically balanced. It's not like you get the same amount of shit, because they realize that, you know, one side gets a natural advantage, you have to compensate somehow. So they put a lot of effort into thinking about it, and you know, that's what I mean. Like, this is where game developers put effort into their thoughts and be like, okay, let's really think about this and plan how to do it. But then they were like, you know what? Conquest is the one that makes all the money because it's the meat grinder. So let's just make it into that one. And then Donish, of course, will say that Battlefield 3 was an excellent game, but actually was the beginning of the downturn, because they started to
I don't think Donis is here no more.
And I'm saying he would disagree with me on this, but that's the start of the downturn for Battlefield, because that's when EA really kicked in and started to say, no, let's start copying Call of Duty much more now. Let's start going down that road. That's when EA really kicked in. Bad Company 2, EA wasn't really doing anything. They were just in the background. EA was in the background, not really interfering much. But in Battlefield 3, EA started to interfere a lot. And then that's where it all went to shit. And then 4 was not bad, but 4 was kind of saved because the maps they had there were mostly there was a lot of DLC, first of all, and but I judged the game mostly on its vanilla maps, because those are the maps you've developed from scratch for this game, bespoke for this game. And the BF4 maps were pretty good for Rush, but again, by that time the damage was done. They had marketed Conquest so much that Rush was just an afterthought.
Hold on, I'm sorry to take a left turn here in the conversation,
No,
but Colombia is planning to decriminalize cocaine and make it legal to finally end the war on drugs.
There you go.
Thoughts?
About time.
No, I think it's a terrible move.
You think
It's
about
gonna
time?
no, it's a terrible move, man. It's gonna ruin people's lives more. It's just gonna ruin people's lives more. Oh, this guy has been quite lethal. What are your thoughts?
I think it's a dangerous precedent that was set a long time ago. You know, and
By
it
who?
continues the decriminalization of
By who?
marijuana.
By who?
I don't know how far back you want to go, but there have been many different societies, civilizations, countries, organizations, whatever you want to call them, that have decriminalize substances and make them legal. And
well, marijuana is not decriminalized in most places.
what's your point?
You're saying there's been a lot of places that have, like, countries, cultures, societies that have decriminalized and stuff like that. Have started with decriminalizing weed and stuff like that, but weed
No,
really
but that's a more recent thing. Like, if you go back, you know, through history, like, you could look at alcohol, you could look at the prohibition era of alcohol. You could look at, if you go even further, you could look at, you know, the 1960s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 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 90
You guys cut out?
Good show. Objective Charlie is ours.
Hello?
Tarek.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, no, he's back. He's back. This is a bad example, but an example you can say is like the laws of the road, or like seat belts, or whatever else. Most people are good drivers that intuitively would be able to follow the laws of the road, like they did with horse and buggy. Now, I understand cars are more dangerous and yada yada, but the fact is that it became so ubiquitous that we needed to create laws in order to protect people, because you have to protect at the lowest common denominator. So you have to have a certain level of eyesight and a certain level of capability to be able to drive a car. I feel like with drugs, it should be treated the same way. It shouldn't go from nobody can do it to everybody can do it.
Well, it's not a decriminalization isn't about who can or who cannot do it.
No,
It's
but
about
decriminalization leads to legalization, right? This is a one-way street. It doesn't go back. Decriminalization will lead to making it legal. And when you do that, you know, even for weed, I think there should be a test you should take. But people would be up in arms. But I think there should be a test that you should take, and then they check your mental health, and they check your family mental health history and blah blah blah, and they go, you know what, weed seems like it'll be okay for you. And then there should be like a follow-up test after you do it. Because there's certain people that should never do drugs.
yeah.
I've met those people. I have seen what happens
So
when they
have I.
do drugs.
Yeah,
It's
so
not
have I.
it's not good. It's not, it's dark. And that kind of unchecked abundance of drugs is, I think, dangerous. Okay, I gotta pull up Donish's latest revisions. And he wants me to. Yo, are you proofreading your shit, or are you just sending it to me to fix shit? You're so not detail oriented, and it's pissing me off. That's
Wow, Donish.
I love I love it. I love it.
Holy. I guess there's your first bit of feedback, eh, Hamad?
Yeah, stop fucking around. There's feedback. How do I know which is the latest thing that I downloaded? Digital Extremes B2 Donish feedback. Okay. Oh.
That was actually quite a good match,
Even though we lost. You guys enjoying this chat? This sort of like chill vibe, you know, like hanging out on a Discord server, some nice gaming going on in the background, two idiots
What we used to do.
plus one
This is
idiot
What we used to do.
just chilling, hanging out in the background. Yeah.
Like
Yeah, of
Fabio
course.
said, bro, it's like old times.
Yeah. Good.
It's good for you. Science says it's good for you. Now, don't ask me to pull up the research paper because I don't have shit for that. But science says it's good for you.
To talk with your friends.
Yep. Talk with your friends, do some gaming. I'm just taking a bit of a break. Just had like 4 hardcore matches in Battlefield 5. Oh yeah.
When I go onto Twitch, it says that your stream is offline.
He's not
Not on Twitch, YouTube. Donish's YouTube account is DonishKaka87.
No, it's not.
Literally is. Hamas's BOH head bust.
Why would Donish
That
make
boss? That's how
a
you're supposed
thing
to
like
say it
that?
correctly. Say it correctly. Say it correctly.
Bud bust?
Buh. First you gotta get the buh.
Buh.
It's a,
Head
it's a
bust.
Sound, it's a sound. Buh. And then you don't say head bust. You say head bust.
Head bust.
The T is silent.
Like in Django, right?
What's in Django?
T is silent.
The D
Oh.
is silent.
I know some people said the Django.
The Django Unchained.
Yeah. Oh god, Jamie Foxx
better
is
get
so
chained
bad in
back
that
up.
movie. So bad.
What did you say so bad?
Jamie Foxx is so bad in that movie.
No, he's not. He's awesome.
He was terrible in that movie, man.
What? Come on.
That movie
Really?
was
You thought
saved by Christoph Waltz. He saved
so?
that.
Leonardo DiCaprio was good in that.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, he was amazing too.
But yes, Christoph Waltz was the standout for sure.
He saved that movie from being whatever it was, like him and DiCaprio. But yeah.
Todek, are you gonna get Modern Warfare 2? Just get it.
Yeah, I'm planning on it.
Okay, thank you.
I'm interested to try their new Warzone.
Bro, just play multiplayer with us. Come on.
Yeah, and
Warzone.
multiplayer. Their other game modes. I'm
No,
interested.
regular multiplayer, not Tarkov. They're not the Tarkov Warzone.
No, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna play all of that, but I want to.
5v5 or 6v6 multiplayer.
I want to play those
With
too,
mods.
but I mean, they only hold your attention for so long.
You don't need to play it all night. This isn't gonna be like Siege. This is gonna be something fun. We're not gonna rage.
True. But yeah, I like a more S&D style. Or
We'll have search and destroy.
I
will
think
have
S&D
search
is gonna
and
get
destroy.
kicked out by that siege mode.
No. It's gonna be different. Trust me. There is no
I don't know.
Siege mode. That's coming.
There is. I've heard there is. It's not
There's
siege, but it's like.
It's Escape from Tarkov that they're doing.
No, that's there. That's for sure there. But they have a siege mode where it's like, you place traps and you prepare and shit like that. Like there's like a sort
they
of a
said-
siege
they
mode.
said that night vision mode was gonna be huge in Modern Warfare 2019, and it just fizzled out. So
I
I'm
don't know
sure
what
they
that
might
night
try-
mode is.
It was ultra realism where like a one-shot bullet will kill you, doesn't matter where. Like maximum 2 shots and you're dead, even body shots. No crosshair, no HUD, no health regen, like ultra realism basically. And it was like all night vision, stuff like that. And everyone thought, okay, this is gonna be like this is gonna be the way you play Call of Duty now, moving forward. This is how amazing it's gonna be. And it fizzled out. No, but they didn't, they didn't catch on. So if there is a new Siege mode, but if it's not as thought out as Rainbow Six Siege, and it's just like some cheap imitation, the Call of Duty players will just go back to you know, regular multiplayer and Warzone and stuff like that. They're not gonna fuck around with a half-baked mode.
True.
You know, you feel me?
I understand. Good point.
So we'll see. We'll see what they come out with for this supposed siege mode. But this is Call of Duty we're talking about. These aren't genius game devs. So don't. My point is, don't get your hopes too far up.
No, I'm not getting my hopes up. I'm just saying I'm interested in trying it out.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know why I'm yawning so much.
You're tired, probably. What time is it?
Physically tired, but mentally I'm trying to
What
keep
time
going.
is it?
5 a.m.
Oh my god. And you don't know
No,
why
bro.
you're yawning.
That's why you're tired, man.
Go to bed.
But we're just getting started. This party is just getting
Go to
started.
bed. Go to bed.
So yeah, Hamad, what we playing?
You tell me, buddy.
You tell me. You're the guest.
Wow.
Have your Valorant updated?
No. How can I play and stream and download that thing?
I'm not saying you should play and download. I'm just saying, is it updated?
How would it be
Nobody
updated
might
when you
update it
have to
before.
download the update?
You might have downloaded it before.
I think you
Hi.
are mistaken because I don't run the what the frick? I don't run what's that Riot game bullshit called?
Vanguard.
No,
Spyware.
Riot client, whatever it's called.
Vanguard. It's called Riot
Listen-
Vanguard. It's
Listen
the
to
an-
Darish's feedback. He goes, "Does this need to be bolded? Why is it? What's so special about Discord?" Laughing my ass off. Unbold this shit. He could have just said unbold. But he feels the need to add all of this commentary.
We'll laugh my ass off.
There was on a previous version.
That's
He's
so
like,
funny.
you sound like an arrogant prick. Who the fuck do you think you are? Blah. He's adding all of his commentary, and at the end of it, he's like, remove the sentence.
That's
Like,
so
you know,
funny.
you could have just wrote remove the sentence.
Hey man, he's trying to be
He's
trying to
giving
be
me tough
funny.
love.
My man out here trying to be funny.
I don't know if he's trying to be funny.
He's trying to be a
This
funny ass
this-
bitch. Listen,
this
Fabio.
subject matter
Look,
isn't the
Fabio,
time
Fabio,
for
Fabio,
a
Fabio,
comedy
Fabio,
bit.
Fabio, Fabio.
Yes.
I'm gonna ask you this once, okay?
Go ahead, tell me.
And I want to hear I want to hear an honest reply.
Oh, okay. Here you go.
If I get Valorant updated, are you going to be joining myself and Hamad?
Unequivocally, no.
Why?
Even if the Sentinels of Light Vandal is in the store for,
Why? Why not?
100%
Why don't
off.
you want to play with us, man?
I'm done with that game, bro. The dream is done.
Would you like to play
Dream
Siege?
is done. What time is it? I can do some Siege. I can do some Siege.
Come on, let's do Valorant. Come on, man.
I don't have it on my console or my system. Like, I'm not kidding or anything like that. You told me to be honest with you. I'm being honest with you.
Hamad, do you have Ready or Not?
In one of the sentences, I wrote, "I am thrilled with the prospect of joining the DE team," and he goes, "The Donish's only feedback is you're thrilled, eh? Real thrilled. Fucking J Trilla in that house over here. No feedback. That's all he. He didn't tell me what to do. He just wants to shit on what I."
That's funny.
Super people. Let me see.
No, Ready or Not, not
Steam.
Super People.
Ready or not? I have to search that. Ready.
I was thinking we'd
Where
get
is
some missions done.
Where is ready or not?
I don't know, you tell me. It's your system.
No, it's not. Is it on Steam?
Yes.
It doesn't seem to be in my library.
You bought the game though.
Ready?
No.
You cut out whatever you said.
Search it out.
I
man.
don't own Ready or Not.
Of course you do.
It says I don't own it.
You played it with me, man. How do you not own it?
No. I don't know.
There is no fucking way you don't own it. Or did you refund it?
Oh, he
Maybe I refunded
refunded it. He might have refunded. I think he refunded it.
It's weird. I don't really refund games.
Yeah, no, I remember this conversation. You're like, oh, I'm glad I could refund it though.
No, sorry, buddy. I don't own the game.
Oh man, I want to do some missions, man.
Ready, here I come.
He's gonna make me update this fucking shitty ass Valorant.
Bro, play Valorant, man.
I'll only play if you play, man.
I literally don't have it on my console.
Well then, start downloading it.
No.
Yes.
It wouldn't be done by the time your stream is going.
Okay, then
Or by the
I'll
time your
be live tomorrow. We'll do an all night Valorant sesh.
stream is- Hell no. I would probably last 2 games.
I mean, listen, what attitude you bring to Siege? How about you bring that to every game that you play?
I don't know why I can't. That's a really good question. That's honestly a really good question.
How
I
about
don't
we
know why I
try
can't.
help?
You know what it is? You know what it is? I'll tell you what it is. Because with Siege, I've played the game so much that like I've given up on any hope, and I really say this unironically. I've given up on any hope of like being competent at that game. So like my performance or lack thereof doesn't irritate me because I don't know. I've literally just given up basically. I guess I haven't played Valorant enough, and also like there's two things. I actually think I am significantly better at Valorant than I am at Siege, and then also on top of that, I haven't played Valorant enough to where like I've just like given up. I haven't hit that point of like giving up, so that's probably why I can't apply that kind of mentality of I really am totally indifferent. Yeah.
Right.
But I don't want to get to that point though. I don't want to go through the frustration, man. Like, dude, I got. There were like 2 times, man, that I fucking got so upset at Siege, man. So like with you guys.
Siege or Valorant?
Siege, like, I don't want to, like, not screaming, but like not like continued screaming, but definitely like really upset, man. At myself, like not at the team, and it's just like I don't want to feel that way when I'm playing a game.
Fair enough. I understand what
Like,
you
yeah,
mean, man.
I probably like Valorant at on some level, but if the game, it's the same reason why I deleted Halo, man. If a game makes me feel like total fucking shit, even 50% of the time, it's not worth it. It's the other 50% is not worth it to me.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
And closing thought, I realize that is not a fault of the game. That's a fault with me personally. But listen, this is about me. This isn't about fucking the game. This is about what I want to play and how I feel like when I play games.
Do you guys mind looking over my latest resume? Just providing any feedback?
I don't have any good feedback to give him, Mud. I would. I don't have any good feedback to give because I am the most like you don't want my advice. Trust me. Any feedback that I have to give, you just throw it out. Do you not trust Donish's advice?
No, I do. I'm there's Donish is human.
You know who would be a good person to talk to?
Who?
I don't know why I say that like you're gonna fucking guess the person. Uh, two people. For content of the resume, Dustin gave me really, really good and thorough feedback. And for aesthetics of the resume, obviously Donish, yours you already know, and Giordano.
I think the aesthetic of mine is pretty good.
Okay, for content then, like what to actually say, Dustin, the two people that gave me the best advice were hands down Donish and Dustin. Donish you're obviously already talking to, and I don't know if you've reached out to Dustin, but being in HR, I know he's not in video games, so, but Dustin gave me really good advice on my resume. Oh my god. Yeah. Shit. Get fucked. When do you have to submit your app by?
It doesn't say, but Donish wants me to submit it today.
Has he spoken to you about the probabilities of getting hired for this job, or are you not even wanting to discuss that?
No, I mean there is no accurate way for him to know the probability.
Well, there's things like, okay, are they really trying to fill this position? Like, do they really need someone badly? Does he really feel like, would Donish know, yeah, like your skills and qualifications really align with this? Like that kind of stuff.
Well, I mean, I'm overqualified for the job.
Okay.
In my opinion, I'm overqualified for the job. If I get this job, it'll probably be the lowest paying job I've had in many, many years.
Wow. Such a shame about that fucking red cat holding guy.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't keep it together. Even just from a money perspective, eh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh no! Okay, that's enough. That's you're done. You're done.
Yeah, dog.
If he dies,
He dies. Alright, I'm gonna do a couple more Battlefield games and then I'm gonna switch.
Oh my god, bro, you've already sent this. I'm sorry, I'm calling him out, man.
Calling who up? What are you talking about?
Fucking chat, bro.
Chad?
Chat.
Oh, the chat.
Chatta. Chatta. You ratalala. You guys like my new dork theme? Let's do a couple
Where is it?
more Battlefield games and
What
then
dark thing?
we will hop into Ready or Not. Let's get into a loop of doing some of that, shall we? You frickin' ratalada.
Oh, you're right, Hamad. You're right. You're right.
I know I'm right. I know I'm
You're
right.
right.
Wow. This guy knows he's right. This guy? He knows he's
Listen,
right.
man, I've been on my yayo since I was just a day old.
So you've been on the coke since you were a day old.
That's what I'm understanding from all this.
Am I picking up correctly, or am I...
Am I picking up what you're throwing down here, pal? I've lost your stream, Tariq, and I can't seem to find it.
Go to Discord.
No, I want to find the tab I have open.
What? What?
I have a tab open with your fucking stream, and I can't find it.
Cause you are crazy, you know what I mean? You're crazy.
No.
I'm not talking to you,
Oh, there we
you're...
go. I found it.
I'm not talking to you, man. You're crazy.
No, you're fresh. So are we not playing anything, Tariq?
I mean, what do you want to play? There's nothing to play, really. Like, what are we playing?
Yeah, there's nothing to play. That's true. There's nothing to play.
Like, okay, I'm willing to
Play something, but what do you want to play?
You guys
Give
have
me some
so
ideas,
many
man.
fucking games to
I
play.
wanted to do Ready or
Oh
Not.
my
I want to
God.
do some co-op, something co-op, but you know, you
Okay,
freaking...
you got Battlefield 4. Hamad has Battlefield 4.
I do not
You
have
got-
Battlefield 4. I do
You
not
have
have
Xbox.
Battlefield.
You have Xbox Game Pass, and therefore you have access to the.
You know what?
EA
I'm gonna
suite of
gift you a
games,
game.
and therefore-
Yeah, but I don't fucking have the game, Fabio. It's not
You
installed in
can
my
download
computer,
it.
so we can't
Download
play
it.
it right now. But we can't
Okay.
play it right now, can
Fair
we,
enough.
Fabio?
Fair enough. You're right. That's true. But you can play it tomorrow. You can play Valorant. You can play Rainbow Six Siege. You can play PUBG, Escape from Tarkov. Well, you don't have Warzone, right, Hamad? You don't have Call of
I
Duty.
do not have.
Scope?
Hold on, I'm getting a call.
Captain the Gall. You hear this guy, Fabio? He's getting calls nowadays.
The enemies have enough objectives to sway this fight. Take their objectives immediately.
Ow. What? That was a bit weird.
Devil!
Got you. Oh wow. They're coming from the place where we did not anticipate it. Assault. And engineer. Bolt action carbine. Yeah, that sounds like a very, very bad idea. Sting gun. Alright. Yeah, sting.
RPG!
Enemy AC-130 above. Ah. Oh dear.
Good stuff. Objective dog is ours now.
Objective dog. Objective dog.
Solid. Objective Charlie is ours.
Oh, okay. I see. What's the problem? Say support. Really done any of upgrading for this stuff. Customize. Sniper.
We have taken all objectives.
Oh, we have all objectives. Fourteen v 19. Wow, nice matchmaking. Nice. Get destroyed by the jet. That guy's rubber banding like crazy.
Step up. We're losing objective easy.
Eyes up! Over there!
Wow, this jet is fucking me up right now. Wasoyo. Wasoyo. What's your problem? Why can't I spawn this guy? Don't know how I spawn him. Wasoyo. Wasoyo. Objective Kuta.
Yeah.
Yeah, is right.
Objective dog is now ours,
I'm
soldiers.
tired, dog.
So, what do I care?
Yeah. Oh wait. Stop everything. You took your CFA test today, right?
Yes, sir.
How do you feel?
Relieved.
I bet, man. I freaking bet. It must be. How do you feel about the results? Like, do you feel confident or no?
Around the same the first time I did it. Like,
I know it's tough, man. Like the questions are so messed. Like you don't know if it's tough to get a sense of like
yeah, they brought stuff from like
how you
obscurities, man.
did.
They brought really obscure stuff this time.
Yeah. What was I gonna say?
We have lost objective Baker, soldiers.
What was I gonna say? Okay, so it's August, end of August. You did the test. Now, what's the timeline for the results?
Probably
2
mid
months or a month?
October.
Wow, so long.
Yeah. I know it is quite a drag, but what can you do, man? A lot of the questions were really obscure. Like they brought stuff
Yeah.
from the corners of the book where it's like one paragraph written on these things. Most of the calculations, there's so many formulas to remember that I don't remember all of them, frankly.
Yeah.
So, whatever ones I didn't know, I just went straight down the middle, went B.
We have now taken the objective
Yeah.
Baker.
Well, let's see what comes of those, but yeah. Nothing, I would say, very inspiring.
Really?
But again, man, yeah, man, it's like, how much can you really do? Like, you're working at the same time. How much time, energy do you have to dedicate to this? It's
I
not easy.
know. It's like school, basically. It's like being in
Yeah, school, except you've got a full-time job as well.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like it's like being in full-time school
Yeah.
as well as your full-time job.
If I was doing this full-time, I think I could knock it out consecutive tries or attempts, but because I'm
Right.
working as well and stuff like that, it's not. I think anybody can, and I think anybody who's like a semi-decent student can knock it out while working. But if you're
I know.
working at the same time, you either have to have like lots of energy, which not everybody does have, and certainly I don't for this, and or you know you have very a very convenient work schedules. Like they do a lot of things for you. They do a lot of concessions for you. So I don't have that. So yeah, I'm just
I heard a lot of it is there's a lot of people that just go on Adderall for it.
yeah. Again, I'm not. Yeah, true. So yeah, if you don't have one of these two things, then it's not very convenient. It's not gonna. You're not gonna be able to do it. So I was like, okay. Uh, so I'm quite indifferent. I don't know, you know, a separate part of me is like, you know, I've been like studying for like, what is it, 22 years now, man. You know, across the board. I've been studying for 22 years. How much more do you want to study in your life?
What I mean to say is like if you've been
Hold on,
studying.
you totally cut out. Sorry.
Yeah, what I mean to say is like, I've been studying for like 22 years.
Yeah.
You know, school, college, university, and stuff. Like, how much more studying do you want to do? Like, when do you just say it's enough?
Soldiers, capture and hold as many objectives as you can.
Yeah.
The heck?
Do you know if Kaza took it or no?
He didn't take the. He passed level 1, but he didn't do level 2 here this time.
Oh, he passed level 1? I didn't
Yeah,
realize.
he passed level 1. First attempt, he passed it, which is good.
Wow, he passed
Yeah.
it?
No, no, yeah, I'm not surprised. Like, it naturally fits investments and stuff which he is into. So he should, I would suspect, have a lot of like natural knowledge.
That's,
Not natural knowledge, but like, you know, like he knows a
it
lot about
comes
these
more
things.
naturally. Understanding the concepts come more
Yeah,
naturally
yeah,
because you already have like a foundation to go
exactly,
on.
exactly,
I get
exactly,
it.
exactly, exactly. I was trying to find like a short form of saying it, but yeah, exactly what you said. So, to me, it wasn't as surprising. So yeah. As for myself, I'm learning again. These concepts are all new to me. But as I was saying about my own case, I don't know if I pass this, I still won't take level 2 for quite a while because I don't want to study for. I don't really want to study. I don't feel like dedicating so much energy to that. And if
Hmm.
I don't pass, then I'm happy to also just drop it entirely because I don't have the energy to. I don't have the energy to go through
Dedicate.
all this again. You know.
Yeah. It's a major drag. It's a
It's a huge
major,
drag, dude.
major
Huge
drag.
drag. Massive drag.
I know.
You're like,
I know.
you know, you have to dedicate your whole free time to this. No, sorry, not doing that.
Yeah.
But hey, man. Um,
What does your wife think?
Very
Like,
good.
does she think that
Objective
you should
data is
continue
ours.
with it, or
no. I think
really?
yeah, no. It's
Because
I
it's
don't
too
know,
much.
man. Like again, I saw a video about the CFA qualification. It's like, why do people do it? And then they say, oh, we do it because of the prestige and this and that. It's like, yeah, but you know, it comes at a cost, and you know, you have to factor that in. It comes at a
Human cost of how much energy you got to put into it. So ultimately, it's only beneficial if you believe it is beneficial.
Yeah.
If it's not beneficial, then like it doesn't advance your career, doesn't get you somewhere else, at a position
Well,
that
you
you
gotta
like.
pursue a career in finance, right? Like that's no,
Yeah.
maybe you don't have to, but I think like that's primarily what it's gonna be used for, right?
Yeah, exactly. But if you don't like that, if you don't want to do that, if you don't want to pursue that, then you will ultimately not like it. You'll be like, okay, I don't want to do this. If ultimately it doesn't get you somewhere you want to be, then what's the point of doing it? You know what I mean? So there's no point in doing it.
Yeah, of
Like
course.
you gotta want, like it's gotta advance your thing. If it doesn't advance your thing, then it's not worth it. So
Do
like
you
if you
not think that it would get you to where you want
it
to be
depends,
though?
man. It depends. I like, maybe the place that it gets you into as a worse working life balance, it really depends. It's not a black and white answer. Like it can get you, it might not get you as well. It might be a bit of both. So at the end of the day, I don't believe it's a universal answer that yes, it will get you somewhere better. It might not. So are you gonna are you gonna take a chance on that might or not? I'm more, you know, I'd rather go for something I know it's gonna add value wherever I go. Not something that yeah, it might not. Who knows? Depends. So yeah. That's one thing. Because these things are not cheap too. These exams are not cheap.
$1,000?
Yeah, man,
Well,
especially the study materials and stuff, it's not cheap. You
yeah,
have to
yeah,
keep buying them because things get updated and all that shit.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah. Um if I don't clear it this time, I'm probably gonna maybe like because you get 6 attempts per exam. I might I might
Well, you get 6 attempts, eh?
6 attempts per exam. So
And
I
that's
might
it. Done.
yeah, if you don't
Done.
get 6 then you're done. But I might do like the third, but much later. Like much later. Like I don't want to even. I just don't feel like studying. Been there, done that.
Have you ever considered taking a vacation somewhere with your wife?
Vacation where?
Like, take a vacation off of work. Take a go somewhere for a month.
I would like to, but
not to. Like, go somewhere for like 3 weeks or a month. You know?
a month. Yeah, I would like to, but 3 weeks to a month is like you're practically living there. So I just want to be at home and take the vacation.
Really? You would take the vacation like
Yeah,
like
I
you and your
can.
wife wouldn't want to go somewhere and see someplace new and not worry about work for a while?
Nah,
Like,
man, because like vacationing is stressful as well. You got to worry about 1,000 things. Oh, I got to worry about this, that, you know, baggage, luggage, whatever. Do this, do that. Am I going there? Tourist, new country. I don't speak the language. There's 1,000 things to worry about. So
go somewhere they speak English.
not necessarily. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, it's a lot to do. It's a lot to do. Like I don't find vacationing to be stress free. I find it to be just as stressful because you gotta do 1,000 other chores. You have to do 1,000 other chores. You can't just turn off your mind and do something. So I would rather just be at home where I know I don't have to do anything. I just need to sit at home. I need to chill.
Civilian has expired. Repeat,
And I can do stuff at my own convenience.
Roger that. Continue with your mission.
Mm-hmm.
deploying chem light.
Whereas if I say go to, I don't know, Mexico, well, I would be like, oh shit, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta worry about this, I gotta worry about that, I gotta think about this, I gotta think about that, I gotta worry about someone's safety and this and that, whatever. It's stressful, man.
But you've never been on vacation, have you?
No, not really, but
So you don't
I'm
know
not
if
too.
it's stressful or not.
I can imagine it is stressful, and I mean, like especially if you're responsible for another person and yourself, and you're supposed to, get it done. I can imagine it is stressful. Very stressful. I can imagine. Like it's like you can just ask Luke, like okay, Luke went with his girlfriend to wherever it is,
She's the one that planned it all out. You just followed along.
Yeah, but okay, then ask her. Imagine like, how do you plan it all out? This, that, hotel reservation, blah blah blah. You gotta think about 3,000 things. It's not as and then the time you have to like enjoy it is just these small narrow windows in which you get these payoffs. I don't know. Some people like it. Others, I mean, I don't. I find it to be more. I can't turn off my brain. That's what I mean. I can't turn off my brain and just do something. I have to. Like you have to keep your wits about you. You have to put your head on a swivel because you're in a place that you don't know. It's a foreign area.
Coming to you, sir.
Talk reporting. Entry team, negotiations have fallen apart. Move to secure the premises.
On my 6.
Okay, I'm on your 6.
What was the menu for this? Night vision. I need to lower the controls again. This game's controls are very, very unique. Movement, okay, HK, got it. I think I'm gonna do. How do I change?
You get to choose what gun you use.
Yeah, you do. I think I'm gonna do lean is going to be hold. I don't know how to do that though. Don't know how to do that. Toggle crouch. Oh, toggle. That's cute. Interaction. RMB. Okay, no. Teamwork. Open SWAT command interface. Wheel up, wheel down. Shoot default command. Oh, okay. Makes sense.
Get on the ground now.
Deploying night vision, because this thing is la nuit. Keep your head on a swivel. I think I heard someone right here.
Cool night vision.
Reporting. Objective failed.
I didn't switch my gun to full auto.
Yes.
No. How do I do that? Let's see. Space. Freeing. Toggle. Freeing. Police.
I'm right with you.
Talk to entry team. Entry team, negotiations have fallen apart. Move to secure the premises.
Camlight out.
Suspects are highly volatile.
I am back. Dustin just shit all over my resume.
Dustin or
Yeah.
Donis?
Dustin.
Dustinish.
Over all of the changes that Donish made, or over your original?
Post up and cover.
Over all of the changes that Donish made.
gun
But
down
like
Okay.
Donish's changes were like spelling and grammar, and Dustin's changes are like remove this section entirely.
Post up and cover.
You know,
Roger.
change
Take
the
care of it.
change the focus of this sentence. You know, I don't. You know, he's like, I don't give a shit about your soft skills. He's like, that's not a thing. Stop adding that to your resume. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
You're proficient with MS Office. Good for you.
Moving up.
You're a communicator. Good for you. Nobody cares.
Right. I that's the thing. I get what he's saying, because like proficient with MS Office, that's a given nowadays.
Yeah.
You know, like
Suspect
They
DOA.
still put it in the fucking job description.
To high ground.
I
Roger
know,
that, entry team.
but
Tag 'em and keep moving.
yeah. I guess because they have to, right? Like they you know, just to be sure they're really,
Provide support on me.
you know.
Who the fuck are you shooting at?
Did you just arrest the guy, Sonic?
I killed him.
Why you doing
Who the heck are they shooting at?
I don't hear any gunshots. Oh, it's because I have the I have the game muted.
Dustin reviewed it that quickly?
Yeah, popped it open on his phone and just took a quick look.
Get down.
Did he say he's gonna give you more thorough feedback later, or no?
No, I think this was good enough.
I'm surrendering.
It's not a very big resume. It's very concise.
Put your hands up.
How do you
one
feel about
pager.
the feedback that you gave?
I agree with him.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it gives me more work to do, which isn't great, but you know.
Oh, fucking resume shit, man. I hate it. It's so boring. Why don't you just, like, I don't know.
Become Elon Musk
lie.
already, man. Just become Elon Musk.
No, just
With you.
lie, dude. Just be like, yeah, I
Talk
did
to
this
high ground.
with like a
Entry team,
startup.
negotiations have fallen apart. Move to secure the premises. Suspects are highly volatile.
You know what I mean? Like, come on, dude. Hire, like, this is we're talking. We're not talking about morals now. We're talking about gaining ahead in the world and
Falling
like
behind me.
getting
Down
a
on your
fucking
knees.
job and a career and stuff like that. No one's gonna fucking throw you a bone. That's what I learned in my 3 years of
Falling
unemployment.
behind me.
Ain't nobody's
Roger,
gonna throw you a
coming to you.
fucking bone. So
Is this
just
some sort of
do whatever
philosophy
man, it
error or
is.
some shit?
That is in the professional world. It is it is, man. Like when you're young and you're just coming out of school, you think, oh yeah, like my manager's gonna help me. This employer is really excited for my job application, bro. No one's excited for your job application. No one's excited to help you grow your career.
Hey,
and no one's
nobody
interested
give
in
nobody
giving
no
you
shit.
mentorship. All right.
I don't know. Listen, I don't know. Okay. I don't know.
I fucking lied on my resume. I don't give a fuck. Second I started lying, I got it.
It really is about fake it until you make it sometimes.
Yeah, bro. I'm done. Man.
I'm not saying don't lie.
I'll fucking forge my
that's
performance
not-
review at the end of the year. I don't give a shit. My manager's
You
gonna
give
remember
yourself a
11
performance
months
review?
from now. No, but I'd probably
no,
find a
all-
way to go back into the system and sorry.
All
Hamad,
I'm saying
go,
is that
go,
no
go,
one's
go.
gonna help you. You said no one's gonna help you. I'm like, I don't know. My whole career is different.
Yeah, I know. It's two different, totally different career paths. One's successful, one's not. I know. But
Well,
like,
I don't have a job. I don't know about successful. Okay, I don't know about that. I don't know about successful, but this ain't it, baby. Okay, okay.
They're here.
Listen, man. Okay, but let me ask you something. I'm not talking about help with resume.
Drop your
I'm not
weapon
talking
and
about
get your
help
hands
with.
up.
That's not help with us, man. I'm talking about actual,
I'm
like,
not
for
talking
instance,
about-
I lost my
Go ahead.
job, and the first opportunity that came my way was from my younger
Suspect
brother.
killed.
He was like, "Yo, I know this guy."
Talk
That's
reporting.
throwing a guy a bone
Roger that.
professionally.
Continue with
That's
your
He
your
helped me out, and he
family,
got me
though,
that
man.
job.
Doesn't count. That's your family. Of course, Hans is gonna do
I-
that, bro. Of
I helped
course.
Donish get the job at DE. Now Donish is helping me get the job back.
I know, but okay. That's
A
like your
lot of
friends. I know. That's friends and family, though. I'm talking about you go friends and
Suspect
family
DOA.
is different, especially
Talk to
family.
element.
But friends and family are different
Roger
to
that,
that,
entry
bro.
team.
Suspect
talking
has
about-
expired.
Any other
Talk to
sort
high
of
ground.
professional or prospective employer or anything like that, like
Oh my god, get out of the way, man. Seriously,
The suspect is expired.
these
that's
guys.
the stuff that
Talk
I'm
to entry
talking
team.
about, bro. I'm not talking about.
Roger
I'm not
that,
talking
entry
about
team.
friends and
Tag 'em and
family,
keep
people
moving.
you have close relationships with. I'm talking about acquaintances and fucking employers and shit like that. Potential employers, former employers, former professors, former whatever the fuck. You know.
Well, it also depends. Like, you know, you gotta judge it based
Make him
off of
secure.
Suspect neutralized.
Talk to element.
the relationship,
Copy
right?
that,
Get
entry
on
team.
the ground
Notify
now.
org.
You've been working, doing your thing, living your life for 2-3 years,
Suspect
or in my
killed.
case, 7,
Talk to
Sure.
8,
element.
9 years,
Suspect
Roger
killed.
that, entry team.
and you haven't talked to your professor in that time, and then
Yeah.
and then you lose your job, and then you go back, and you're like, hey, I
Yeah.
lost my job. I need a new
It's
job.
a bad look.
It's like
it's a bad look.
it's a terrible look. They have no reason to help you, and in fact, they should actively not help you.
Because you're a leech.
Yeah, you're not even being bashful about being a leech, you know?
Yeah. You don't even have there's no grace to what you're doing. No
Yeah,
social grace.
yeah. You're actively being an asshole. You're like, hey, I'm only here because I need you, and I need you to do this for me. Why? Because you formerly knew me 10 years ago.
Yeah. But my point is, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. My point is more to be honest. My point is more towards like, you know, employers in the job market and stuff like that. Like, listen, they need to hire the best person and stuff like that for the job, and they need to make sure that they hire the right person so that they look good. So they right. So I get it. So just make yourself look like the best person. Like,
The suspect is
Yeah.
expired.
If you're talking about fudging shit on your resume,
yeah.
Copy that,
yeah,
entry team.
that's fine.
Notify
In
org.
fact,
I
I
thought I'm
told you
making
to
up
do
a whole
that.
new. I made up a whole new job.
That's hilarious. I told you to fudge shit on your resume way before,
I
and you
know.
were like, "No, I don't feel good about that." Blah blah blah. And I was like, "Hey man,
Yeah,
everybody lies.
you're right.
Everybody lies on their resume. It's part of the game."
Civilian is down but breathing. Notify EMTs.
Talk to
And the
element.
second, one of the first, I don't know if it was the first, but one of the first job apps after just putting on a fucking fake job on my resume.
They're here.
One of the first fucking apps I did, got him.
You actually put a fake job?
Yes, bro. And I got somebody to corroborate my story too. That's how fucking deep it went.
Suspect
I don't give a
DOA.
shit.
Talk to entry team.
Wow.
Roger that, entry team. Tag 'em and keep moving.
That's
What am I gonna do? Stay unemployed?
Hands up.
no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it's intense.
Keep on trying?
No,
Yeah,
I'm just
I'm-
saying that's intense. I'm just saying it's intense. That's all I'm saying.
I'm done, bro. That's it. I'm done.
No, but I do agree. Like
The suspect is
the job
expired.
market as it is around the world, it kind of promotes that shit.
Copy that,
Like
entry team. Notifying morgue.
Yeah, of course. Like, and
promotes.
for me, for my excuse, whether it was me falling through the cracks, maybe the education, maybe I was one of the,
Again.
I was that 10% that has a degree and can't get a job, or maybe I did something wrong. Whatever the case may be, doesn't matter. Who cares? Who cares? Nobody cares. Nobody's gonna feel sorry for you. So fuck it.
Listen, the resume is just to get an invitation to the
You failed your objective.
interview. That's all it
That's
is.
right. That's
Report
right.
all
time
it
for
is.
debrief.
You better believe it.
I understand. I completely do. Like, not saying I agree with it, but it's like I know like it drives people into that sort of conundrum where you have to start doing weird shit in order to
I'm on your 6.
This is
Yeah.
talk.
get in.
Entry team. We no longer have control of negotiations.
What's the solution then?
Clear to move and secure the premises.
What do you think is the solution?
Moving clear.
Well, the one
Provide
solution is to
support
do what
only.
I did, and you make up a job. And for me, I was fortunate enough to have someone who was willing to corroborate my story, and so that's one solution. The other solution, I don't know, Tadic. If I knew, if I knew another solution,
No. Professionally, like, what do you like? If you're an employer, how would you solve that?
Oh, if I was from the employer side. I mean,
What's
the
there to
simple
solve on
answer.
the employer side?
Well, fake people like me, basically.
No,
Right?
but the thing, but here's the thing. I need, like, from my experience, I just need you to show up to the interview and I'll figure out whether you're fake or not.
Get down. I want to
Yeah.
see hands.
You know, like that. The due diligence is on the part of the employer. Nothing needs to be fixed. People, boast things. Making up a fake job, you got to do it carefully. But people boast things, fudge the numbers, make themselves look good. That's what you're supposed to do. It's a resume. Everyone understands the norms around the resume. You're presenting your best in order to get an invitation when no one has met you. Once they
Down.
on them and their hiring practices. The employers don't need a fix for people lying on their resumes. You should be able to weed that out fairly easily.
Yeah.
And here's the thing: you put stuff on your resume that wasn't true, but you went to the interview and you still got the job. It means you were qualified
Police,
for it.
hands up.
It's not like the employers aren't out here writing job descriptions that are ridiculous. 10+ years in the experience. 10+ years experience in the industry. You've done this, you've done that. It's like, shut the fuck up. Even they're writing their job descriptions in a way that they can get the best qualified person.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
My
Yeah.
sister-in-law works for
Talk to
TELUS.
entry team. Entry
One
team,
of
we no longer
her
have control of negotiations. You
one
are
of
clear
the
to move
pe-
and
like
secure
she's
the
a
premises.
On me.
like an executive assistant for a bunch of the directors. One of the directors who makes like over $150,000 a year and bonuses and blah blah blah.
On me.
He does really, really well. He's a dropout.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't even go to college. He has less of an education than I do.
Mm-hmm.
And he was talking to her about it, and he's like, yeah, a lot of people in the company don't know this. It's not something he advertises.
Hands up now. Drop
Yeah,
your
of course.
knees.
But like, if you put up his job description, it would be minimum requirement to be.
Mm-hmm.
So, they put up bullshit job description.
Get your hands up.
People submit bullshit resumes.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna get me a self.
Get your hands up.
Oh my god, I can't see anybody, but these AI guys can see every single pixel in your body. Seriously. I need a magnified scope.
Talk to entry team.
Magnified scope.
Boy, I needed that popsicle.
Deploying camera.
Yeah,
cheer
but
me
I
up.
mean, I agree. Like, you know, you have a lot of jobs that I'm trying to apply for. They're like, oh no, you need to have so many things. You need to have like 7 years experience, this, that, this, that. I'm like, who the hell has this out here? Who are you searching it from? You know what I mean? Like, who even is here out there with
Yeah.
this kind of stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Really, it's quite baffling. Like, very few. I would say very few people even have this stuff. Like Kaza keeps telling me, like, you know, just apply for it, you know, like maybe write stuff on your resume. I'm like, yeah, but you know, I'm gonna have to defend this in an interview. You know, how do you defend it in an interview? How do you like fight it back? How do you act it out? It's not so simple.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're not. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, PC 90 is DLC exclusive. Wow.
Stupid. That sucks. Shitty fucking site. Garbage. Drivel. Idiotic. So are you working tomorrow, Todic, or no?
No.
How come?
I took some leaves.
How did the exam go?
Uh, it's okay. Like, I don't know. I'm not expecting much out of it.
Mm.
You know what I mean? It's not expecting a lot out of it. Like, they bring shit from like the corner of the book. Like, they really just dig shit up that's so obscure and be like, here you go. And it's like, I don't know. It's hard to account for those. But yeah, it is what it is. Like, I don't know what to say. I told Fabio that either way, I'm gonna try not to study for a while after this.
No, you told me as well.
Yeah.
You told me as well.
Gonna try and chill. Okay, I want to test out this 4x scope. Sweet ass 4x scope we got going on here. Boom. Okay. Open door. Thank you very much. Oh.
Police, hands up!
Well,
Oh,
if you don't
right.
care about it that much, then
That's the
don't worry
that's the
about it.
1x scope. Right. I love the ballistic sounds in this game, dude. It's so fun.
Where the fuck is your scope?
This is it.
Why can't you see anything? Oh, there you go.
This is it.
Do me a favor. Turn to your left and shoot. I just want to see how long the delay is.
Okay, I'm gonna do this delay test now.
I still don't see the delay test. You just switched to your pistol.
Yeah, now I did it with my pistol.
Oh my god, that delay is insane.
Yeah, it is pretty insane.
Hold on, let me refresh. I did accidentally pause once.
Should I do it again?
Yeah, do it again.
Alright. 3, 2, 1, delay test.
Oh shit, this delay is insane.
That's not good.
Oh, it's not that bad. No one would know. Okay, you just shot. I'm pretty sure you just did the delay test, but you just shot the target.
Yeah.
With your pistol.
Yeah, I did. I actually don't have the brain power for this right now, but I like the layout of the mission. It's basically weapons free. Go and dunk on whoever you want. But guys, that's gonna wrap it up for today. I've been live for like almost 4 hours. Wow, it's not a bad start. GG guys. That's a good stream. I enjoyed playing, especially Battlefield 5. I hope you guys have fun. And I will catch you boys and girls on the next one. So take care. See ya.